All right, welcome back, everybody, to Assback Sports. We've taken a little bit of a hiatus here. We've actually recorded a couple episodes, but it's been a busy summer, so there hasn't been much to report anyway. This is kind of the dead period of the NFL, anyways. We're going to come back much more prepared this next offseason, so you can count on content pretty much all next offseason. And of course, we're going to have content throughout the season. This is what we're going to be trying to do here for the next couple weeks, at least, is we're going to go over half the NFL this week and half next week. And we're going to go over the NFC today. We're going to start with the NFC South, work our way through all four of those teams, just kind of give our takes, give a couple of opinions on, off-season moves and all that, and how we feel about the teams going into the season too. We're going to talk about their schedule. We're going to go over a little bit of everything. And talk about training camp and just how we feel about those teams.
Yeah, some news.
And
go over the schedule.
And we look forward to this season. I'm so excited, man. I just can't wait for the season to be here. I even watched the first half of the preseason game the other day. I'm ready, dude.
The preseason just makes you it's all right for the first half, and then you're like, all right, I just can't wait for real football. I can't wait to watch starters.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Dude. And we'll talk about obviously our two games that happened, and we'll talk about the highlights from there and everything. But man, I just can't wait. It's like Christmas, man. It's like Christmas. I can't wait.
It is. Yeah, football till December now.
Yeah,
every week.
Exactly. Every week through February.
That's true. Yeah, through February.
Yeah. So yeah, I can't wait. But make sure to follow us on everything you can see down below. We're Assback Sports everywhere. We're gonna start having clips out. We're gonna have clips for every team coming throughout the week and the next couple of weeks, just of who we think might be a breakout star for your team. So make sure you pay attention and check out the full podcast on Spotify. You can see it on YouTube, Apple Podcasts. Check it out. Check out all of it. And we're gonna start posting some more engaging content too, to try and get some more comments and see what you guys think about everything too. Because so far everybody just watching everything, that when we were doing this on a consistent basis, it seems like everybody likes our takes because no one's ever saying we're wrong. So until everyone's saying we're wrong, we must be the best NFL analysts in the world, dude. I'm cool with it. You called T-Mac, so we have our moments.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Hold on a minute. I called T-Mac. Thank you.
That's what I said. I said you called T-Mac.
Oh, I thought you were taking credit. My bad.
Hey, it's okay. You called T-Mac. I called Sun God. I told you about it on Amon Ra before he was Amon Ra. I said, dude, this guy's gonna be good. Watch this.
Yeah, you were like, this guy's gonna be great. All right, we'll see.
We're even. You called one. I called one. We're good.
He's the only player with a 99 catch in Madden. Just so you know. Fun fact, guys.
Amon Ra?
Yeah.
Nice, dude. Hell yeah, that's what's up. T-Mac's coming for that title, though, dude. The catches he's making and everything.
Shit.
He's got vice grips, dude.
It's too early, but I did call it. He's gonna be good. But
yeah,
you're gonna have to give it a year.
I don't know, man. Everything that we'll get over. I don't want to get into him until we, I can go on and on and on. I love the pick. I mean, I was surprised by the pick. We've talked about it, but I'm not mad at the pick. How could I be?
Great pick. Y'all got a great problem, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah, we will. Without further ado, we're going to get into NFC updates and predictions, just kind of going through everything. Like I said, we're going to go through all the schedules. We're going to kind of go through what everything looks like one by one, give us our final prediction of what we think the team's going to finish with. So that way you kind of have us, and we're going to update it. As we go through the preseason and we get in through these weeks, we'll kind of keep giving our predictions on the next week on what we think is going to happen, all that stuff. So make sure to check back in every week to see what we think about the upcoming matchups. We're probably going to be going every Saturday, and then that way I'll try and get everything up for Sunday morning, so everybody has stuff to look forward to on Sunday morning.
Yeah, get you for the game to start.
Yep. So let's get it going here. We're going to start with the NFC South. We're going to go in the order of the standings, the final standings from last year. So first place last year was Tampa Bay. They've won the South 3 years in a row, I think, or 4 years in a row. I think this will be their fifth if they win this year. So not much to say.
They haven't gotten any worse either.
Losing their offensive coordinator in back-to-back seasons, because Dave Canales, our head coach, was their offensive coordinator, and then Liam Cohen was their offensive coordinator. Now he's with the Jags, so that's definitely going to be something that's going to be tough. But Baker Mayfield's kind of perfectly suited for that. Like, he went through a few offensive coordinators in Cleveland. Like, he came to Carolina, he went to the Rams. He kind of just bounced around a little bit, so he has like that ability to kind of blend in with whatever system. And I like Baker. I liked him when he was on the Panthers. We were very chaotic at that point, so I'm not surprised it didn't work out. It sucks. I would love to see it, but he's a good quarterback, man.
Oh yeah. Well, and they got Hassan Reddick too.
Yeah,
for the agency. Yeah, Levante David and Chris Godwin. So, I mean, those are good. Chris Godwin was already on the team, but you had to resign. He was great last year. I mean, he's like a safety blanket for Mayfield. So
we'll see how he comes back from that injury.
Yeah.
Because Godwin got hurt like kind of near the end of the season. Yeah, he will be. He's relatively young, I think.
Yeah, I don't think it'll affect him too bad.
Yeah, let's see how old he is.
I mean,
he's 29, so yeah, I mean, he has a good chance to come back pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, he's still fine.
Yeah, I mean, Hassan Reddick's kind of getting older, so we'll see how much. Like, he's been just kind of bouncing around ever since he left us. He hasn't really found a good spot, which sucks. Like, I like to see him doing his thing, and he's just kind of, I don't know, running through teams. And we'll see. I think he's going to be a good addition, though, because that gives them Hassan Reddick on one side and then Yaya Diaby on the other.
Yeah,
Diaby finished with a 78 overall on Pro Football Focus, 22nd out of 119 edges. So it's not like he was bad or anything. He actually finished better than Hassan Reddick. Hassan Reddick's PFF grade was terrible last year. It was a 53.5.
Well, he sat out quite a few games too, though.
Yeah, he did. So I'm not really too surprised by that, to be honest. Like, I think that he's just, We'll see. I mean, I think that's a good option for him and for them. I think that's like, adding a player of his quality is never a bad thing. And then, I mean, adding Emeka Ibuka on the offense is a great addition in the draft.
Dude, their receivers, watch out.
Yeah, stacked.
Yeah, Ibuka, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, Mike Evans, until proven. Yeah, I mean, he finished 6th on Pro Football Focus with 85.9. Godwin finished 10th, and Mike Evans finished 3rd. Yeah, I mean, and then they got Tristan Wirfs there on the offensive line. Like, they really, what I'm looking like, they added, so let's see, Ben Bredson. So their left guard is new. They added him in the offseason. He's solid. Yeah, I mean, 27. He's only 27, so he's pretty young.
Yes, he's getting better.
I mean, and Levante David, like, we'll see if he falls off at all because he's old. Like, he's 35 and a half. He'll be 36 by the end of the season. So it's going to be kind of like, is he going to be able to still be the same Levante David? And I got a lot of respect for that guy. He's a great linebacker. He's been there for a long time. Him and Kuechly used to kind of duke it out for the best linebacker. I mean, we all know who won those debates right here, the guy that's going to be in the Hall of Fame this next year. But, they've added pieces, and we'll see how it turns out. I was kind of shocked by the Emeka Ibuka pick, honestly. I didn't think they'd go receiver.
I mean, but like when you're one receiver away from having 3 great receivers and they're young.
Yeah.
And you got to think, Mike Evans is only going to play, 2 more years maybe?
Yeah, a couple more years. He doesn't have much.
So,
he until proven otherwise, he has his 1,000 yards in his body at all times because he hasn't missed at all.
Yeah. And I don't expect them to do any different this year.
Yeah, and I mean, their running backs are solid too.
Unless an injury.
Yeah. They got Rashard White, and then I think they also have, what's his name? Can't think of their backup running back. His name
Did they pick him up?
Bucky Irving. Yeah, he was 4th out of 59, right? Yeah. He's great. Like, I really liked him. He was so frustrating to play against last year. Like,
he should be the starter.
Yeah, he really should. I mean, he sucks at pass blocking, so that's probably why he's not the starter. Like, his pass blocking grade on Pro Football Focus is at 28. And Rashard White is a 69, so it's a big difference. Besides that, though, he is much better in receiving and running and pretty much everything else. So, I mean, I'm sure, having both of them, like, switch off is a great 1-2 combo there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think they're going to be pretty decent.
Yeah. I mean, the defense is pretty solid across the board, too. You got big-ass Vita Vea there in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, you're not playing the strongest, you're not playing – you got a good chance in the NFC South for Tampa.
Yeah.
I just, you know what I mean? I mean, the other teams in the conference are, they could be good, they could be bad, but
yeah, our division really is
they're gonna kill you.
Yeah. Yeah,
Nobody sticks
and
out
that's the
really.
thing is like our division is kind of like it's up for grabs. Like I think the Saints are probably the worst team in the division. They have a long ways to go. The Bucks are kind of the standard until proven otherwise. The Falcons are kind of a mystery because you don't really know what you have in Michael Penix.
It
And then
good,
we're mystery. We're a mystery too because we don't
You're a
know if
mystery
Bryce is
too.
really going to hold on. I know. That's what I'm saying. I mean, obviously I'm more optimistic than most on it, but like we don't really know how Bryce is going to be throughout the whole season. I mean, I think he's going to be great. I have great expectations for it, but we are a mystery. Our defense is the biggest mystery.
I mean, you're an unknown. Tampa's been doing this, so it's their division until somebody takes it from them.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And I don't think they got any worse. They didn't lose no players. So
yeah.
I mean, I probably still have Tampa winning this division.
I mean, at this point,
prediction.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't see where. I don't see where anybody's really gonna. There might be a couple teams put up a fight, but I don't see anybody. Yeah, I feel like. You want to go over their schedule and see what kind of record we think they're gonna have?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see here.
And y'all can tell us if we're wrong.
Yeah, and so wait, but first, before we get into actually, no, we can do that first, I guess. Let's go. Okay, schedule. Let's see here. All right, so let's see here. Actually, let's do it like this.
I got it pulled up.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it like this.
All right, week 1 at Atlanta.
Wait, like that, or we can do it like this. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
All right. So yeah, week 1 we got Atlanta here. Yep. They're at Atlanta.
I'm a season opener too. I think Atlanta gets that one.
I think Atlanta takes that one in Atlanta.
Yeah, I do.
The Falcons always start out pretty strong. Like they always kind of like start out and everyone's like, oh man, Atlanta might be turning the corner, and then they just crap out the rest of the season. So I'll give you that one. I don't disagree. I think that they could take that one. So one. So it's one loss.
We got one loss.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, and then week 2 is at Houston, Monday night.
That's a good game. I'm gonna take the Bucks on that one.
At Houston too. So yeah, I think the Bucks are gonna do that because I think the Bucks have been there. I like CJ Stroud. I think everyone fell in love with him after his first season. Rightfully so. He had a great season, but he came back down to earth a little bit. I mean, they still went to the playoffs and everything, but they're in a weak division. So I think that the expectations for him are really high, and we're gonna really see what he is.
Yeah, I don't think Nico Collins is back yet either.
Yeah, exactly. So like there's a lot of questions there. That offense has a lot of talent on paper, but it almost has too much. Like, they have like 5 running backs, dude. It's crazy. I mean, we'll get into that.
It's Monday night. Baker Mayfield's gonna come out, and I just feel like he's just gonna do his thing.
Yeah, especially losing that first game. I think they're gonna be like, he's gonna be pissed off and be like, oh, we lost to the Falcons, man. Like, let's come back and win this one. Yeah, I agree with that. So 1-1.
All right, so at
season
home
opener
against New York.
I know you're high on the Jets, but I think the Bucks take this one. I think.
But I think Bucks take his too.
Yeah, because I mean the Jets are a very young team.
I'm high on the Jets because I love Aaron Glenn, but I don't think that they're gonna get everything together till like maybe midway through the season.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree. Okay, and then at home again for Philadelphia. I don't know, man. I think Philly's just a kind of an unstoppable force at this point.
I think you're 2-2 here right now.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I think they have a shot at it, but I think because Philadelphia really has, and we'll get into that more. Obviously, I think they have some weaknesses in the secondary that are going to need to be like addressed. Because I mean, they have Cooper DeJean and they have Quinyon Mitchell there. Like they have good guys, but like they're young, and that's just 2 of them. Like they had such good depth when they had. Slay, and they had CJ.
I don't think they should let Slay walk.
Yeah, so they had like this good depth, and they had good veteran leadership too. So it's going to be interesting. But anyway, until proven otherwise, I think Philadelphia is going to beat them because Philadelphia's a great team.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. So at Seattle,
2-2. At Seattle, that's going to be a tough game. I don't know. I think that's going to be a good game. I think that's Seattle, that's a 50-50 game. I don't know. I kind of am leaning more towards the Bucks just because I think that they're more of a veteran team. Like that team's been together for a while. That defense has been together. The coaching staff's been together. And when they go up against teams that are kind of like newer coaching staffs, like Seattle, I think Seattle, this is their like second year under this coaching staff. So, I'm kind of just like. When I get those 50-50 ones, that's kind of where I lean on those. So I'm going to go with that.
And Geno's gone too, ain't he?
Yeah, Geno's gone. It's Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll go through. We'll give the Bucks the win on that one because it's new quarterback.
Yeah, and it's still early in the season too. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that one.
3-2. 3-2.
Yeah, we're 3-2.
Okay. And then the next they got San Francisco in Tampa Bay.
I think they beat San Fran.
I think they beat San Fran too. I'm not very
San Fran's the powerhouse they used to be.
I don't think so either. I think there's a lot of chinks in that armor. I think that we're going to really see if Brock Purdy's worth it. We're going to go over them obviously later, but yeah, I don't disagree. So I think the Bucks take that. I think we go 4-2.
I mean, a healthy Christian McCaffrey will make things better, but they've lost receivers.
Oh, left and right. I mean, they don't have any receivers.
Yeah, I mean, they can't. They don't keep nobody. So
yeah.
But all right, but then they got the good old Detroit Monday night right now.
One. I think that Tampa Bay is gonna take this one.
Okay, yeah, you're true.
No, I
think
Detroit takes it.
I think it was them. They beat us last year, but we did play in Tampa.
Yeah.
They always give us a good game. Todd Bowles is
good. He's a good coach. Yeah, he is.
Yeah. So I mean, but I'm sorry, but I'm not giving this to the Buck fans. So we're gonna go 4-3 now.
Okay. Yeah. No, fair enough.
We're the better team.
So 4-3. Cool. Not too bad. Not too bad. Tampa Bay. Okay, and then at New Orleans?
Yeah, I think they beat New Orleans. No, wait. I'm sorry. New Orleans. Yeah, they're going to beat New Orleans. New Orleans is going to be trash.
Yeah, I think they're going to be bad. Okay, so 5-3. 5-3. Pretty good. Going 5-3, that's a great going into bye week.
Yeah, that's a great bye week, too.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I think New England's a win, too.
Yeah, I don't think you lose to New England. I think New England's still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. They got a lot of other stuff that they're working on. Like
and
they're a young team,
first year.
Just like I said about earlier, they're in like a new coaching staff and everything. So I got to give the win right there to Tampa Bay. So 6-3, pretty solid. But then this is where it gets interesting.
At Buffalo,
Buffalo,
that's a loss.
That's a loss. Yeah, I mean 6-4, still a good place to be, but that's just a loss. Buffalo is going to be a powerhouse. Josh Allen is just on a tear to prove that he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. He wants to make that Super Bowl appearance so bad.
Yes, he wants it. So we'll see.
And then at Los Angeles, I'm going to give Los Angeles the edge here. I think the Rams, Sean McVay is an amazing coach, and until proven wrong, I just got to give him the benefit of the doubt. Matthew Stafford scares me a little bit just because he's so old and he has back problems at this point. It's kind of like,
back problems can be an issue.
Yeah, so there is that. So I definitely
no more either.
They got Devontae Adams, though. They got Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua, dude. That's huge. Like, Devontae's a beast still, and that's an upgrade, if anything, over Cooper Kupp. Like, Cooper Kupp's, with all respect to him, he's a good receiver, but I think Devontae Adams is a much better receiver.
All right, so I think they beat LA.
Okay.
That's just me. I mean, I just don't see LA being – I see Tampa being a better team than LA.
I don't know. I mean, I got to give it 6-5? We've played –
So you're 6-5? Yeah, I'm going to say 7-5.
You're going 7-5 is what you're saying? Okay, yeah.
6-5 I'm giving them a win there.
For you. Okay, then Arizona in Tampa Bay. I think they beat Arizona. So 7-5 for me, and 8-4. 7-5 for me because I have them losing to Los Angeles, and then 8-4 for you if you have them beating Arizona.
Oh yeah, I got to beat Arizona.
Okay, so yeah, you have 8. You're 8-4, and I'm 7-5. Okay, and then New Orleans, I think that's a win. Again, I think they're just going to sweep New Orleans. They're going to be trash. It's in Tampa Bay.
I'm not.
So 8-5 for me. And then Atlanta, I think that they get revenge and they win that one. So 9-5, 10-4 for you.
Yep.
And this is where it really gets interesting.
Yeah, I think you guys split, so they're going to beat you.
Yeah, I think they split. I think we win in Carolina and we lose in Tampa Bay. So they lose the first one, goes to 6-9, and then you think they beat Miami? I think they beat.
You mean
Miami.
9-6? 9-6.
9-6. Yeah, that's what I meant. 9-6.
I'm 10-5 right now.
Yeah, so 9-6.
Miami.
Yeah, Miami. I think they beat Miami.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, so 10-6 for me, and then what? And then
I got 11-5,
and then they win week 18 against us to go to 11-6 for me and 12-5 for you. So 12-5.
Yeah, they're gonna. Yeah, they beat you.
Yeah, that's crazy. Whew. I mean, even 11-6 is a great record. I mean, shit.
I think they win that division. I think they do all right. Their schedule's not that bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
I could say I would give up like one or two of them wins. Okay,
Yeah,
worst case scenario. Like LA would be one of the ones that I would be like, okay, that could go either way.
yeah.
But other than that, I don't really see any
Much
other
of a
ways.
difference.
Maybe Atlanta.
Yeah.
But that's why I think the Bucks are going to do pretty damn well.
Yeah. I disagree. Yeah, I think so. I mean, they should really.
I mean, they should. They. I mean, if they don't, I mean, if I'm a Tampa fan, I mean, I'm assuming we're making the playoffs, so I'm gonna be real disappointed if we don't.
Yeah.
I mean, they ought to be pretty decent.
Yep, I agree. And I mean, if we want to go over their preseason game that they already had here a little bit, they won 29. It says here, I didn't watch it obviously, but it says the Titans struggled to get anything going on offense thanks to big contributions from Tampa Bay's defensive depth. And I mean, that's exactly what I'm saying. Undrafted rookie cornerback Roman Prodi made his case to make the roster with a 90.5 PFF grade. Okay. Highlighted by a pick six. Okay,
and a pick
nice.
six.
Good for him.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, there's little things.
Potential steal in the draft. Well, that wouldn't even be draft. He's undrafted. So
yeah.
Great pickup. No, I'm telling you, man. Todd Bowles.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree. I think that Todd Bowles is a great coach, and
they have really good defensive depth. Always have a good defense. Tampa's always had a good defense.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, and they have Shiloh too. Don't forget that. He made his debut. He did pretty good.
Yeah, I saw that he did pretty solid. He didn't play bad at all, so that's great. Good for him. That's
awesome. He'll be a great backup safety.
I agree.
The young, he'll develop. I mean, he's in a really good spot.
I agree.
Like, I mean, where else can you develop with Todd Bowles? I mean, I'm just saying, like, okay.
I don't disagree.
One of the greatest defensive minds, like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Love the blitz. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So what's a player that you think, like, is there a player on this team that you can think can, like, make or break this team? Like, is there a guy that you're like, man, if this guy can be healthy or he can be what they think he is on offense or on defense, that he can really, like, change the like, look out for this team? I mean, we already obviously think they're going to be good, but, like, is there a guy that you're looking at, or, like, anyone that you've heard of?
All right. Well, yeah. Well, first things first, you can't lose Baker Mayfield or you're screwed. But I feel like that's pretty much every team, I don't think you can lose Mike Evans. He's just your consistent player every year and makes big catches when he needs to. Mike Evans has to be available. But I think it's weird that Bucky Irving's not the starting running back. I think he should be the starting running back. I mean, I think he's probably going to have a big year. And if he does, that's really going to open it up for Baker Mayfield. So I feel like offensively, he's the biggest piece. If he can get going, and maybe he can, become a better, maybe this offseason, he's become a better pass blocker.
Yeah.
I mean, if he takes that next step, because he's young, if he takes that next step, then, that could be really big for them.
Absolutely. And I mean, I think that he's going to be a good running back for a long time for them. I think that having both of those running backs is a good thing. Like, that's going to be great for them. Like, I agree.
Yeah, I think the 1-2 punch is the new way to go.
Yeah, I agree.
You can't just have one running back and wear the shit out of them. It just doesn't. It's not working. I mean, like Derrick Henry's the only one you can do that to, but he's built like a brick shit house. So,
yeah, I mean, and Saquon does that too. So there's definitely
they're like very special. But even then, like, it can still, like a Saquon, like, I mean, how long is he gonna be good? Is he gonna be like with Christian McCaffrey and be really good and then just get hurt, and then eventually you just can't stay healthy, kind of thing?
Yeah, so definitely.
You definitely need that one too. But yeah, I think he's like, if he can have a really good season, I think that opens up that offense, and I don't really have many questions about the defense. I think if he develops and he plays good this year, I think that's a big. I think that's gonna change everything.
Yeah, I think that, like, the biggest thing, I'm just looking at, like, kind of their roster here as I'm going over everything. I'm thinking maybe, like, cornerback that might need a little bit more depth and a little bit more help there. They drafted Benjamin Morrison, the cornerback out of Notre Dame. I really liked him coming out of college. I looked at him a lot, and I really I want the Panthers to get him because we needed some depth there. So I think that'll be a good addition there.
Yeah, I mean he's going to help out.
Yeah, it looks like they have a couple of guys there actually. Like safety, it looks like they probably need a little bit of help. Antoine Winfield's obviously good, but
they got Shiloh.
Yeah,
Shiloh might be able to step in at some point. Like I mean, they got some depth pieces.
Deion Jones, linebacker. Yeah, it's pretty solid. I mean, and they're just coached well too, you know. And then up the middle there, they got Vita Vea, who can just like sit still and be a fucking roadblock. Like, he's just gigantic. Yeah, so you know they have some good. There's a lot of good things on Tampa Bay's roster. I don't know if there's one guy that I can really pick out. I think Mike Evans probably is a good option there. I think Emeka Egbuka is going to be a big part of that offense because Godwin's coming back from a pretty good injury, even though he's relatively young. Still, it's like, man, coming back from a big injury like that's tough. And Evans is getting old, so it's kind of like at this point we need to make sure that like you have someone else to succeed in case Godwin's not the same as he used to be. So I think Emeka Egbuka is really going to be a make or break player for this offense. Like he's going to be the guy that like because like you said, if Mike Evans goes down, like they're kind of screwed. And because Godwin can't carry the load by himself, at least we don't think he can at this point. I mean, obviously through the season we'll see, but who knows?
Right. No, I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be your emerging star for the year too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's definitely.
I think definitely he could be like the number one riser this year.
Yeah, he has the opportunity to be like a number one guy, and I think that they'd be smart to like groom him to kind of step into that role and replace Mike Evans because you know Mike Evans is like we've said a few times now, he's getting up there. He's still great until proven wrong. Like he's still a great receiver, and he's still going to get 1,000 yards until he doesn't. But at the same time, like Emeka Egbuka, we need to you get that guy this year, and he can work with Mike Evans for a year or two, and then he can step into that role, and you don't miss.
Yeah, and the other part of that too, like if Egbuka does good, that frees up Mike Evans even more because
absolutely,
who are you gonna cover? You know what I mean? So I'm plugging him in early. You know, hopefully they continue to let him get reps, and but I feel like wide receiver is one of them positions where you can kind of play right away. You might not have the route tree yet, but you can get out there and you can still make a difference, even though your route tree may need to be polished. But
yeah, you can get out on the field at some point. You can make a contribution just running the basic routes that you do know how to do well and the things that you can do. Absolutely. And I mean, learning from those two guys is going to be great. Like you have great guys, and they also have Jalen McMillan too. He's a good receiver they have, and I like their tight end K-Dot, and you know they have some pieces there that I really like. You know, so it's not bad. All right, give me another NFC team that you like, a showdown, like NFC rivalry match that you want to see for the Bucks. Like, I mean, honestly, it's kind of those Panthers games at the end of the season there. Those are always
those could have big meanings for both of y'all.
Yeah. They usually
do. Like, if you guys were to end up doing good, you know, those games might really matter, especially it being at the end of the season.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, yeah, I think that and then like there's a couple games, you know, that will be measuring sticks, you know, like the Philly game, the Detroit game, and the Buffalo game.
Yeah, I feel those will really be like, how good are you?
Those are games you're looking forward to see where you measure up against some of the best.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But I think really, I mean, I'm in agreement with you on that. I think some of the games to look forward to is going to be the Panther rivalry.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's always a good game because they always do this on the schedule. We always play them the last. Like when the Saints were really good, we would play the Saints like this. It'd be like Saints, some other team, Saints, just to end the season. Like crazy shit. So yeah, I mean, I think that's probably the biggest game for them. And then
yeah, I agree. Yeah, because I mean, the only other one would be Atlanta. You know, if they end up doing good, I just don't know. Yeah. I just don't know what they're going to do. They're such a wild card. Like, I thought they would have been good like last year or the year before. Yeah. And they weren't. But Michael Penix might make a difference. So,
yeah,
we'll see. But that could be those three teams in that division could be close.
I think the Los Angeles game might be one that you could look at too, because that's going to be a really big game for both of them, because they're both later in the season. That's like week 12 after the bye week and everything. So that could be some like playoff implications there and everything. So that could be a big game too. Excited to see that.
No, I agree.
Where do you what place do you rank Baker Mayfield in the quarterbacks for the NFC? Like, there's a lot of quarterbacks in the NFC.
Just for the NFC?
Yeah, just for the NFC. I mean, we're talking Eagles, Lions, Rams, Niners. I mean, he's pretty far up there if you really think about it.
Yeah, I mean, he's top 5.
Like, because he finished 6th on all of Pro Football Focus, so he's got to be like
he's
top 2 or 3
dude.
in the NFC.
No, who's
ahead of him? Who's ahead of him in the NFC?
I mean, Jalen Hurts.
Okay. Is Jaden Daniels ahead of him?
Jaden Daniels up there too.
He's ahead of Baker Mayfield.
That's tough. Because
I'll give you Jalen Hurts
last year,
and I'll give you Jared Goff.
Last year, Jaden Daniels played better than him. Yes.
Okay.
So, yes, until proven otherwise. But I don't know that Jaden Daniels is going to have the season that he did. So, like, I might put Baker up there.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. He's a top 3 guy. Like, he might really be that 3rd guy. You got Jalen Hurts. I'll give you Jalen Hurts and Jared Goff ahead of him. I think Jared Goff is a very good quarterback. I want to put Matthew Stafford ahead of him, but he's so old and like the injury just scares me. So I can't really even put him over.
If he's healthy, Matthew Stafford's above him. I think Matthew Stafford and Baker Mayfield are very similar play style.
I don't disagree. So what? So he's like 4th or 5th. He's 4th or 5th in the NFC overall. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean,
looking at the NFC like right now. Yeah, I mean, and that's an argument you can have for sure. I don't
think so. I think
you're biased,
Jordan Love.
I don't disagree. Consistent. Yeah, he is more consistent.
You know what I mean? Like, he's had 2-3 good years now in a row. So there's no question. Jordan Love's up and down.
Yeah,
whereas
I agree.
He's become more consistent. Yeah, I mean, that's all you got. I mean, I don't see another quarterback. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so he's 3 or 4.
Okay. I agree. I don't really disagree with that. I think that he's a good quarterback. I think I loved him as the number 1 pick the year he came out. I actually told someone that year before he got drafted that he was going to be the number 1 pick. So I've always been high on Baker, and I like him there. I mean, it sucks I got to go against him, and I really like him, but it's good. Yeah. We've talked about this before. It's good to have good competition. I agree. I'm glad
he didn't have a good start. Yeah. And that wasn't really his fault.
He didn't have a bad start, though. I mean, he took the Browns to the playoffs.
Yeah, I know, but just crappy organization to be on for your first team.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've seen that be exposed more and more as he's left. But, Yeah. So, you guys got our takes on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let us know what you think about them. And we're going to move on to the Falcons here. So the Falcons finished next in the standings there. They finished 8-9 for the Falcons. So I think the Falcons are not going to be a great team this year. I think that they're basically rebuilding that entire team because that team was not very good. I think that the fact that they finished 2nd in the division is pretty crazy. I think that they just got that because we were really bad and the Saints were really bad. Honestly, I think that since we're going to be at least a little bit better. Yeah, we're going to be better. I think the Saints are going to be worse, actually, but we're going to be better. So the Falcons are going to have to deal with that too. And then I think the NFC as a total NFC conference just got better overall. I think that we're all better except for the Saints. And that's pretty much it, really. So I just don't think they're going to be as good. Let's see what they added here.
Yeah, the offseason.
They didn't make much because they couldn't do anything.
Their last offseason, I was just going to say, the problem was they signed Kirk Cousins to a giant contract and then drafted a rookie. I don't know why you do that. Why not just draft the rookie? Now you're stuck with a $118 million contract. Stupid move. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, so they lost their Justin Simmons and Drew Dahlman. Or Dahlman, sorry, their center.
Justin Simmons is 31. He's a little old, so I can understand that. He's still graded out pretty good, so that's solid. I mean, and Lorenzo Carter, like a D lineman, they lost him, and they lost Eddie Goldman, but those are all kind of meh players, and they replaced him with some different guys. So I'm not too concerned with that, but you just didn't add anything. You guys didn't they didn't do anything.
No, like I didn't feel like they made anything gave up their first round.
Yeah, I mean, Jalen Walker was a good pick. Like, I think that he can definitely make a difference there. He's a good pass rusher. He's a good linebacker. He's a hard worker. I mean, obviously the Panthers are kind of linked to him. Yeah, and James Pierce. I mean, James Pierce didn't have quite the same glowing recommendation that Jalen Walker did, but still, you have a weakness and you address it, and people are still criticizing it. They're taking their shot, and I can at least respect that. Like, everyone's like, your pass rush sucks, and they're like, okay, cool, we're gonna go and get pass rush guys. And everyone's like, why'd you do that? And it's like, well, you guys said our pass rush sucks, so we went and got pass rushers. They're like, yeah, but why'd you do that? And it's like, I mean, yeah. Giving up next year's first rounder probably wasn't a great idea because I don't think they're going to be great. No. Like if that turns into a top 5 pick, they're going to be kicking themselves.
But that's a move you make when you're already a good team. But that's like
when you're already a good
defense. A lot. That's I'm a win it now move, and you're not ready to win it now.
Absolutely not.
So,
I agree.
Yeah, I think they do okay. I don't think they're bad, but I don't think that they're going to be special.
I think they finished
really messed up because they did get some good pieces, draft picks the last few years, and they really fucked it up. And Kirk Cousins was probably the biggest mistake of so far. Because, I mean, you didn't know that Penix was going to come out and do this, or you didn't know you was going to get Penix either. But at the same time, you knew you was going to draft the quarterback.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, I understand. Like, I would have understood more if they drafted a quarterback in like the 3rd round or the 2nd round or something like that. But you spend a top 10 pick on a quarterback, and then you're like, oh, no, we're just going to sit him. And then Kirk Cousins kind of shows that he's old and coming back from an Achilles injury. And then you're like, oh, we're just going to start Michael Penix. It's like, okay, but now you have this $100 million guy sitting on the bench, and you're just going to pay him. And they're like, yeah, we're just going to pay him. And it's like, okay, well, you guys suck because that's terrible.
No, yeah, they could have got a quarterback later on and added a piece to help out Cousins or help out the defense or whoever.
Like, they got Drake London. Outside of Drake London, they have Darnell Mooney and Ray McLeod. Like, those names are not scaring anyone. And Kyle Pitts has not proven to be a good tight end. Yeah, they got Bijan Robinson, who's a beast. I mean, he graded out 2nd on Pro Football Focus. But, like, you can't just have a good running back and one good receiver. And a decent, like, their O-line is decent. It's like their left tackle, Jake Matthews, is a 15th.
Yeah, Lindstrom's 93.
Bergeron, 70. Lindstrom, number 1 right guard.
Center's their weakest point.
Yeah, well, they lost Drew Dalton. He was a good center, and he went to the Vikings, I think.
Yeah.
Or the Bears? The Bears, I think.
It was the Bears.
And Kyle Pitts, like, he just hasn't lived up to what he was supposed to be. He had that great rookie year and then hasn't done anything. So it's like, and again, like, if you would have spent that pick, if you had Kirk Cousins starting this year and you drafted a receiver last year instead of Michael Penix, then now you could have really, like, drafted the 2 guys and spent that 1st round pick and probably been closer to competing.
Yeah. Because you already have good running backs. You would have had a good offense.
Yeah, because at this point, all I got to do is shut down your run game, and I'm going to beat you because once I shut down Bijan, all you have is Drake London, and I can have one good cornerback that can shut him down. Not shut him down, but slow him down enough to where it's not going to matter. Like, if that's all you got, I'm not scared of Darnell Mooney. I'm not scared of Ray McLeod.
No, I don't like any of it.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't think they did a great. They're just tied up from Kirk Cousins, and they paid a huge price for that, and people are going to give them shit forever.
And it's going to haunt them for years.
It's absolutely going to haunt them.
Unless they can trade him, but nobody wants that contract.
No, absolutely not.
Never done anything.
You want to do the schedule here? Yep.
All right. Let's see what we think they're going to do.
All right. Zoom in here a little bit.
All right.
Here we go. Okay, so week 1, Tampa Bay, we just went over this one. Tampa Bay is going to get that L. So we got Atlanta winning their week 1 game against Tampa Bay. Week 2 is at Minnesota.
They are losing that.
They're going to lose that. Yeah, that's going to be a bad game. They're going to get crushed because I think Minnesota is going to be a very good team.
At Carolina. I got y'all winning.
At Carolina. I think we're going to win that one too. Yeah, so Falcons are going to start the season off pretty rough here at 1-2. I think we're going to win because it's at Carolina, and I think that we're going to be a much improved team, and they're going to have trouble stopping our receivers because we're very deep at receiver all of a sudden.
Yeah, I agree.
They really have a tough beginning of their schedule. I mean, then they got Washington after us. It's an L.
Yeah, I think that's an L too. So now you're at 3. You're 1-3.
Going into the bye. And you have an early bye too.
Early bye. Tough. That sucks. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Then you got Buffalo.
Yeah, you come back from the bye and it's like Buffalo. Yeah, that's a loss. So 1-4.
1-4.
San Francisco, that's probably a loss. Even though I'm not very high on San Francisco, I don't know. I think they're going to beat the Falcons.
Yeah, they're playing at San Francisco. Miami. they might beat Miami.
I'll give them that win. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give them that win too.
New England. I'll give them New England just because New England's a new coaching staff. And
Nope.
No, you don't think so? You think New England beats Atlanta?
Yep. Yeah, man. I think they're gonna have it together by then. You're talking about.
Well,
it is week 9.
Week 9. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they got some good players. They had a good off season.
I'm not very high on the weapons they added on offense. I mean, they got decent running backs and everything, but I'm not huge on Stephon Diggs. He's coming back from a season-ending injury. He's getting up there in age. He hasn't really been the same player the last couple of years. He's been hurt.
Yeah, but defense is good too, though.
Yeah, the defense is okay. It's not really that great. It wasn't great last year, and they lost some pieces.
All right, we'll give them the win.
You have the Patriots win?
No.
Or the Falcons?
You convinced me.
Okay.
So we're 3-5.
3-5. Okay. Turning around a little bit there. Indianapolis. I think Indianapolis is going to be bad. I think that the Falcons can take Indianapolis.
Okay.
You agree with that? Yeah, I think Indy's just going to be bad because it's either going to be Anthony Richardson, who's probably going to be hurt by week 10. And then at that point, it's going to be Daniel Jones. And everybody knows Daniel Jones sucks ass. So 4-5.
Yep, 4-5.
And then Carolina and Atlanta, we always struggle to play the Falcons in Atlanta for some reason.
So we're giving them a win.
So I'll give them a win. I'll do 5-5.
So 5-5.
Yeah. And then at New Orleans, I think that's a win. So that's
a win.
Yeah, 6-5. At the Jets, I think that they lose to that. Yeah, so 6-6. Seattle, I think that's a loss. Lose. Yeah, 6-7. Tampa Bay, I think we have them losing. Yep, 6-8. Let me move this screen down a little bit here. And then
Arizona, they lose to Arizona.
So what is that? We got 6-9.
Yeah, 6-9. They lose to Los Angeles.
6-10. And they beat the Saints to go 7-10.
So they'll be 7-10 and miss the playoffs. You guys are going to be some really mad fans.
Yeah, and give that top 10 pick to whatever team you guys traded that pick to.
Yep, you're going to give that away. So you're not going to have a good draft pick this year. So you're not going to get a whole lot better. And you're going to be tied up with a $118 million contract that probably you're going to lose somebody. Yeah. When's BJ's contract coming up?
Bijan. I don't know. I think this is his 3rd year, so I guess after this season would be when they would have to pay him.
You're gonna have to watch him walk.
Yeah, potentially. Well, no, because he's still under rookie, so he would still have 2 more years under contract potentially. So they could probably get a deal done with him at some point.
Maybe. I don't know. Why would you want to play for a team that's lost, doesn't have any money, and not going anywhere?
Yeah. Who knows? I mean, Michael Penix.
I'm being harsh on the Atlanta fan. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that brings me to the question, who do you think is like a win or a miss on the offseason? But like, we can't really even say that because they didn't make any moves. Like, I think that the biggest miss is just losing out on Drew Dahlman. You lost your really good center. I mean, that's a huge loss.
Your very young quarterback and your $180 million contract.
Yeah, exactly. Like you just you just let the guy walk because you're paying Kirk Cousins so much, and it's like he is literally like the reason. Like he would have been so crucial to Michael Penix's development. Like it's just I don't understand the Falcons sometimes, most of the time, but I think that's going to be the biggest miss is just missing out on that. Like I think that you miss out on him, and that's just the ultimate fumble.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, and then make or break play.
Yeah, so anybody stands out to you?
I mean, Michael is the make or break. He's got to be, because if he's good, everything's going to be okay for the most part. If he's not, they're fucked. Yeah. It's just there's nothing else to it. Like there's nothing else to it. You just can't.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't play but so many games last year, so.
Yeah, like 3, I think.
Yeah, so we really don't know what he can do. I mean, he did good.
Yeah,
I'll give him credit for it. He looked good. Like I think he's going to be pretty decent, but he's your make or break. I mean, he's going to make this offense good or not.
I don't disagree. Yeah,
and if he does real good, then they might do better than we thought. But
yeah, I agree.
I don't think so. 7-10. 7-10.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree. And all right, are there any rivalry matchups you looking for on this one? Maybe y'all.
Yeah, I think us when we play in Atlanta. That's like I said. That's always been like a big game. Like we've always played tough on that. Like when we went to the Super Bowl in 2015, that was the only game we lost. Was the game in Atlanta.
Yeah. Okay.
So like
that's kind of your rivalry. Yeah. I would say Tampa too, but I just feel like Tampa's on a tier up here. So I just.
Well, we just talked about that with Tampa. I mean, Tampa's kind of with us in those last couple games. So I think for Atlanta, it'd probably be us. Like that game in Atlanta, I think. I mean, and that's like a point in the season where it's kind of later in the season, and that kind of can make or break you. But
that can make you a wild card.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, we play in week 11. So yeah, that's kind of a crucial spot. Like you win there, you win.
It's crucial for y'all.
Well, for us and for them, though, is what I'm saying for the Falcons.
No, I know. I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying I think it'll probably end up being more crucial for y'all.
Yeah. And so rounding that out then for the quarterback for Michael Penix, where do you think he ranks in NFC quarterbacks? I think at this point he's kind of got to be 16 because we don't really know what he is.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. They're 16. The Saints are in this league.
That's true. Yeah, they got like 16, 17, 18, and 19.
Yeah. I mean,
we just don't know because and then the Vikings will be in the same position though because JJ McCarthy, we don't know what he's going to be. He looks good.
He looks good so far, but he ain't played a real game yet either.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I think we kind of have to put Michael Penix and JJ McCarthy right there at the bottom just because
I'm putting him above Caleb Wood. Well, I guess I can't do that.
Yeah, because we don't know what we're gonna get.
Yeah, he is above the Giants.
Jackson Dart. Yeah, I mean, same thing with him. We don't know what we got in him yet. But that's not even their starter. The Giants starter is gonna be Russell Wilson at this point. Or Jameis.
No.
Yeah, at this point, they may change that at some point.
It's going to be Dart, but
I'm pretty sure they have him starting. Oh, I know you liked him in the draft and everything.
So he lights it up. Yeah. But, I mean, either way, they're just being smart with him. But, I can't put – I mean, I love Jackson Dart, so I can't put him above him because I ain't seen him play in the NFL yet. So, he's going to be – he's top – he is bottom 5, okay?
Bottom 5. Yeah, absolutely. I'll agree with that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we'll just say that because I don't really want to – get into ranking them between each other like that. Those are all kind of unknowns. They're all in the same category.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, okay, for sure.
All right. Well, cool. Got that out the way there. And let's move on to my favorite team here, the Carolina Panthers.
Boys. We're going to be here for a while.
Buckle up, everybody. We're going to be here for a minute. Now, I'm good about it for the most part. Our Panthers episode didn't go too long, and our Panthers episode's our most watched episode too. So, I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. We hadn't done the Lions though, so we got to do the Lions next in the off season or something, and then that one will get plenty, I'm sure, because you'll have some great takes on there, especially after this season when you guys get beat in the NFC Championship game.
You mean when we win the Super Bowl?
All right. Yes, I mean, what we finished. Let's see here. Pull this up. We finished 5-12 last year, so obviously it was a bad year. We started out really rocky with Bryce getting benched and everything, and coming back, he turned it around. I think that the hope is high, and I really love the front office. I love the coaches. I love the GM. Dan Morgan's done a great job of continuously building this team, breeding competition, and really just demanding excellence from our players, drafting guys that have the right culture, the right attitude, and everything that we want here. Just like the Lions. I mean, you guys, Dan Campbell goes and gets guys that he loves, that he wants to be part of the culture, not just part of the team. And I think that's a great way to build your team. And I think we're really doing that.
It's all about the guys and the chemistry and players that want to play and want to be there.
Absolutely. And I think we have a lot of guys that want to be there. Dan Morgan kept talking about getting dogs, and all these guys are dogs. They love football.
That's what
I think that's what he means when he says dogs. Not necessarily they're aggressive or anything like that. They love football. They love getting hit. They love hitting. Football. Yeah.
Yeah. They
love to be out
football.
there. Yeah, I think that's really what he means when he says
it's
that.
Important to them.
Absolutely. And I love that. And so, all these guys that we brought in. Yeah, all these guys we brought in, I think we're just getting a bunch of dogs. Obviously, like the defense was the most maligned thing. And I think that the defense is going to be a lot better than people think. I think it's deeper than people think because we added, like, we were going to sign Milton Williams, the D tackle from the Eagles. We had an agreement supposedly with him initially, and then he went to the Patriots because they offered him more money. When we didn't sign him, we went and signed like 3 different guys to kind of replace him. So I like that way more than I would like just spending a bunch of money on one guy. I mean, Milt Williams next to Derek Brown would have been nasty. Don't get me wrong. I would have loved that. That would have been nuts. But getting Tershawn Wharton, who's won Super Bowls with the Chiefs. He was undrafted, so he's a hard worker. You know, and he led the Chiefs in sacks last year, 8.5 sacks. That's a huge get. I think that he has that mentality from a good winning organization, coming from one of the best coaches of this generation when Andy Reid is the head, and Spagnuolo was the D coordinator, so he knows his shit. And then we got Pat Jones, too, from the Rams. He is a big nose tackle. He's a gigantic dude, and he's young. We needed another nose tackle. We needed a guy that could really anchor that point in there. That was an upgrade over, I think, Shai Tuttle was our last nose tackle. So that's going to be a big improvement. And then we also added Pat Jones from the Vikings, I believe. Younger guy. He was teammates with DJ Wanham, who we signed last offseason. And he's a younger dude that is like trending in the right direction. Yeah. So I think that like him coming up like that, I think that that's going to be a great addition. I think that depth's good. And then on top of that too, we drafted Nick Scorton in the 2nd round. Yeah. And then we drafted Princely Umanamelian in the 3rd round to be other defensive ends. And then we also drafted Cam Thomas, a D tackle, in the 5th round. Like we went and we just said, okay, we don't have great depth on the D line. Let's get great depth on the D line. And we've really brought in guys that are going to breed like competition there and are just going to be pushing it. And on top of that too, we get Derek Brown back, which is going to be huge. I think that D-line is going to be nasty, and people are going to be really surprised by it. Linebackers, that's kind of where we're weak.
Yeah. I mean, you could use another cornerback, too. But didn't y'all get one? Or no, that's right. Wade's.
Yeah, Chow Smith-Wade was a rookie last year, and he never played. He's a nickel corner, though. He never played until last year.
I think you guys are going to be awesome on offense. I do question the defense. I think y'all added some pieces that will help, but I don't think it's, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to take another year, I think. For sure. You're going to need another round of players. But I think they did good moves. Like, I agree with what they did. And they didn't sign some giant contract, you know, you didn't do what Atlanta did, or, you know, other places where they just spend a shit ton of money on players. And that's great until you get down the road and you want to win. Longevity, that's not how you do it.
Well, and I think that we're just building up the depth at this point, and you know we're looking for contributors because the defense was so bad. We needed our defensive line was so bad last year. I think that was the biggest part of why our defense wasn't good, because our D line was bad. Losing Derek Brown hurts, but outside Derek Brown, like A'Shawn Robinson is really good. I like him a lot. But he's also a little older, and he can't do it by himself. He's not that level of player. He's a great complementary piece, but he's not like I can take over a game guy. So having him there as the number 1 guy was tough.
Yeah, you guys filled in some pieces, and I think, you know, within a year, some of the guys that you picked up this year or drafted this year will end up becoming depth players, and you'll get better players, but you'll have good depth at that point. So I think that's where you're headed. Yeah, but
and hopefully we get on some of these younger guys too.
Yeah, but I love McMillan.
Yeah,
T-Mac, great fucking pick. He's gonna wreck. He's gonna have a good year. You have so many good receivers.
I was just thinking about this. And I think that T-Mac is everything that we want. We wanted Kelvin Benjamin to be, because Kelvin Benjamin was the same kind of thing. 6'5", big dude, huge catch radius. You know, but this guy's like committed. He loves football and he works hard and he wants to be the best. Like, and he's just really driven. So I think that he's exactly what we envisioned when we got Kelvin Benjamin, which is, you know, a guy that can just go get those jump balls and can just have a huge catch radius and take over games. And I think that he's going to be that guy.
Yeah, he's going to be great. I mean, I just think offensively, as long as Bryce Young plays good.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to go into.
I think it's, you know, they can do a lot better than they did. I don't know if it's playoffs this year or not, but might have a shot.
might have a shot at the wild card or something like that, but I'm not really too concerned with that. I just want to see consistent progression of the offense. I want to see T-Mac being more involved. I want to see Xavier Legette take the next step. I want to see Jimmy Horn involved on some go plays. I want to see Jalen Cougar to continue to develop. I think that there's a lot of players on our offense that we just need to continue to develop, and I think in another year we can be a real force. And I really do think that. I think that our offense is set up to really be like a dangerous offense in a year. Like as long as Bryce continues to show that he can move and do all this stuff, and Ike Ekwonu is really a big part of that too. Our left tackle, we have a good offensive line, we have a good running back. We'll get Jonathan Brooks back next year. We have good young tight ends. We have great potential all around. So I just need to see that potential continue to improve. And then I think we can take that next step and we can be up there with you guys, really like taking shots at the NFC Championship game, taking shots to get to the Super Bowl. I think that we can really form into a team that can be a perennial contender.
I think you're headed in that direction.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, as long as it continues in that direction, we continue to develop, we continue to hit on our draft picks.
Next year or the year after. But that's where you're trending. For sure.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, because your offense is, you've got your offensive pieces. Absolutely. All right? They're just going to develop and get better because they're young. Yep. And then you're going to build that defense. And it might take 1 or 2 years to build that defense back up. So, to a playoff winning defense.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I mean, the future's bright. It's finally, maybe it will turn around. And I know the Panthers fans are ready because, trust me, I know I was a Lions fan forever. Since I was young, and we haven't done shit except for the last 3 years. So we're ready for it, and I'm definitely ready for it. I think that Dave Canales is a great coach, and I think that Dan Morgan is a great GM. I think they work well together. I think Brant Tillis is a great front office guy that we took from Kansas City. I think that was probably the best signing we've made because he is a great talent evaluator. He does everything, and he also is great with the cap. He's good. He did Patrick Mahomes' deal. When Patrick Mahomes signed his extension after his rookie contract, he helped on a lot of that stuff. So he knows what he's doing, and that was a huge get. So for offseason wins and misses, I mean, you know me. I think that they just did great in the offseason. I think that we really hit everything that we needed to hit. A lot of these sites don't really agree with everything about that. So PFF says the only thing holding back from an A+ is they didn't make any changes to the front office or coaching staff. It says they didn't really need to, but that's what pushes an A to the next level. And I agree. I don't think they needed to. Like, I know that there's probably a lot of fans that were calling for Ejiro Evero's head, our D coordinator, and rightfully so. We had the worst defense in NFL history. I totally understand it. But I think that was more because our defense didn't have people. We spent last offseason improving the offense. We went and we invested in the offensive line to make that better and to get the offense better. And then this year we went and we said, okay, we're going to do the same thing for the defense. And I think that's going to be a lot better. So I think it's an A+. I really do. We added T-Mac to help Bryce Young and really see what we have in Bryce Young. We added Rico Dowdle to be another running back so that we can be committed to our running game. We returned our entire offensive line. We literally have every single player from our offensive line returning from last year. That's crazy. That doesn't happen. And I'm talking starters, backups, everything. It's huge. And then, I mean, like I was just saying on defense, I think that we really did great on defense. If there is one player I think that was a hit, let's see. Let me just pull something up here real quick. Let me just say this. I give them an A.
Yeah.
Because they probably could have done a little bit better on helping that defense out.
I mean, I don't know. I'm looking at like the additions. So like additions in the offseason, we added Christian Roseboom coming from the Rams, who played in Ejiro Evero's defense and started like, I think 13 games last year. And he's going to be a starter for us now because we cut Josie Jewell and he's a young dude. I really like him a lot. Tershawn Wharton, like I said, undrafted free agent, good player from the Chiefs, won multiple Super Bowls, led the team in sacks. And then Trevon Moehrig, too, the safety from the Raiders from last year. He's only 26. Is a great run defense guy, so I think that's going to shore that up. I think the defense is going to be good. I think if there was one guy that's going to be really the key to that, I think it's going to be like as a signing. I think Trevon Moehrig, because last year our leading tackler was Xavier Woods, our safety. So I think Moehrig is going to really have to prove that he can take over that spot. We paid him a lot of money too.
Yeah,
and a make or break.
I think your big impact player can be Nick Surtain.
Nick Scourton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See how he can make a big difference on that D line.
Yeah, I agree. I think, and so he's kind of like a crazy player. So when he played at Texas A&M, and then he went to I think Ole Miss for a year, and then went back to Texas A&M. And from the first time he was at Texas A&M to when he played at Ole Miss, he gained like 30 pounds. And then when he came back to Texas A&M, he lost all the weight. So he actually is playing like 20 pounds lighter this year than he played last year already. And so he's going to be a little bit faster, a little bit more lean, a little bit more bendy, all that stuff. So I'm really excited. I agree with that. Actually, that's a great catch right there. I like the Dick Scourgeon pick a lot. Squirtin.
Yeah, I mean, he can make a difference. You know what I mean? If he starts getting pressure, then that's going to shore up and help all the other guys on the D-line, and it's going to help the linebackers.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, and it helps it all starts on the line. I mean, if you can't get pressure, quarterbacks got all the time, then wide receivers can get open. I mean, it's a lot easier to get open running at somebody than running backwards and trying to keep up something.
I agree. Yeah.
So I think that's your thing. And then Bryce Young is my number one for your offense.
Yeah, make or break player for that.
Yeah, he's got to play good. He played good towards the end of the season last year, so
I agree. I think
second half of the season, I should say, not really the end.
Second half of the season, he played amazing, and we just need to see that continue.
Yeah, he's got to continue that up.
I agree. I think that we need to see that continue. I think that we need to see him prove that he can continue to be consistent and be consistently the player that he shows he can be, because we've seen the flashes at this point. I mean, he had 5 touchdowns in the last game of the season. That's you go out on that, there's going to be some higher expectations for you.
Oh, yeah. Well, there should be high expectations for him. He was the first round pick.
First overall, yeah, exactly. I totally agree.
And you're what? This is year 3?
Yeah, this is going into the year 3.
This is supposed to be your biggest improvement year.
Yep. I agree, and I think it will be. I have faith that I think he will be. I think Dave Canales has worked wonders with him, and I think that he's going to take that next step and show everybody that he deserves to be here. I think he's going to finish probably as like we're getting a little bit ahead of it, but I think that he'll probably finish like top 15 in the NFL, so probably like top 10 in the NFC. Not too hard. I mean, there's only 16 teams in the NFC, so he's going to be better than 6 quarterbacks in the NFC at least.
I think he might be better than that.
Yeah. I think that's at least doable. I think
that's
maybe like, yeah, exactly. He has the potential. He has the potential to be a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. I think he's smart enough. He can read defenses well enough. I think the game just was really fast for him when he first came out. He had a really bad coaching staff that didn't really help. He
did have bad coaching staff.
Exactly. And then now he has a good coaching staff that can like slow everything down for him. And we really saw that take advantage. So I think that's
Where does he rank now?
Where does he rank now? Let me pull up the standings. So I think
he's not better than Jalen.
No, he's not. I think he's probably top 10 in the NFC for sure, because what you got bottom 5 is going to be basically the rookies. So you got the Saints quarterbacks. You got the Giants because we just don't know. We got the Vikings because we just don't know. We got the Falcons because we just don't know, and that's it. And so
you can put Caleb Williams there too. We don't really.
You think Caleb Williams at the bottom 5?
We don't know.
Okay, I don't disagree. And then
I mean, he's maybe not bottom 5, but he's right there at the bottom.
So I guess Bryce could probably be like considered bottom 6, I guess. Because, like, I can't really put him over Kyler Murray, Sam Darnold, Matthew Stafford, Jordan Love, Jared Goff, Dak maybe. But no, because Dak at least has thrown for 4,000 yards.
Yeah,
Daniels looked better. Like, you don't really know with Jaden Daniels because he could regress, but, like, he did so good. So that's what I'm saying. I guess Bryce is probably bottom 6 at this point until he proves that he can really be that. But I think his ceiling is, like, top 4 or 5.
10. I got at least 10 in front of him.
Yeah. Exactly. So, and I'm okay with that. Like, I'm not like one of those Panther fans that's like, no, he's way better, bro. Like, you just don't know.
No,
like,
he's still got to prove it.
Yeah, he's got to prove it. Like, do I think he's better than that? Yeah, absolutely. I do think he's probably like closer to a top 5 NFC quarterback. Maybe top 7 or 8 is probably closer to where he really is. I think he can be. I think he can be that good in the NFC, like top 5 NFC. Like,
that's hard to do, dude. There's a lot of good quarterbacks.
Jalen Hurts. We went over this.
Jalen Hurts, Jared Goff,
Baker Mayfield,
Matthew Stafford, Dak Prescott,
Jordan Love, Sam Darnold, Kyler Murray,
Sam Darnold. Yeah, we got to give some respect to Sam Darnold because
Yeah, I do. I give him his respect. He's probably like 6th on that list.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying though. Like, I don't know. I think that he has that potential to really. I think he really is that good. Yeah, he's top 10 in the NFC for sure.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Probably. Yeah,
I agree with that.
I think that's a solid play, and I think his ceiling is probably like top 5 in the NFC, top 10 quarterback in the NFL, top 5 in the NFC.
Yeah, like getting better than Dak and stuff, better than Jordan Love. I can see that. Yeah, like that's ceiling.
Yep.
I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see for sure. I mean, like it really is. Like we'll see. As much as I love him and I think that he's going to do great, I don't know. I can't say shit because we don't know yet.
Yeah, well, you can say it, but you might just tell him to back it up. You got fucking Bryce. You better back your shit up, man.
Yeah, he better back it up. He will. I think he will. He's got great.
I think he'll be okay this year. So
yeah, I think so too.
I'm not going to make any predictions of like top 10 or nothing. I just think he's going to be. He's going to be better than he was last year. So that's all you really want right now.
Absolutely.
But he should be pretty decent with all them weapons. So, I mean, he should have no issues.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Well, do you want to go? Do you want to give me your prediction?
Yeah, let's get the schedule going here.
All right. Because this is where we're going to differ probably.
Oh, yeah.
Because this guy's going to try and be biased, guys. I'm going to have to hold him accountable.
I'll be all right. All right, so week 1, I think we take Jacksonville and Jacksonville. You think we're going to lose that? What?
Yeah, I just think they're ready.
No, I think that defense is not very good. I think the offense.
Your defense is not very good. You got Travis Hunter to guard now.
Travis Hunter and T-Mac, I'm not worried on that, dude. T-Mac's a monster. And we got receivers out the ass. They got one cornerback. I'm not worried about it.
They got Travis Hunter.
Yeah, exactly. They got one cornerback who's not even playing cornerback every snap. Okay, so you got a loss on me. I got to win. I got to win. You got a loss. All right, so 1-0 for me.
I'm going with loss just because it's at Jackson.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna win anyway. At Arizona, I think we take Arizona. We just have Arizona's number. We've beat Arizona so many times over the years. You don't even understand. Like legit, we have whooped the shit out of Arizona every time we play them for so long.
It's in Arizona.
So, all right, you can write down whatever you want. This is you and me. I'll write down. I'll do mine and you do yours.
I mean, Kyle Murray's okay, man.
I know he is, and I like and they've improved the defense. They signed Josh Sweat. Like, there's a lot of
all right, I'm giving you 2. You're 0-2 right now.
0-2. Okay, I'm 2-0. All right. Then Atlanta for our home opener. I think we win that game. We talked about that when we did Atlanta. I think we win that game. So I have 3-0. You have 1-2.
Yeah.
All right. Then New England week 4. I think we beat New England week 4.
Yeah, I think so. I think you beat New England.
Yeah, I think we beat New England. So I got us 4-0, baby, starting out the season strong.
Yeah, this is why I'm here, guys.
I know this is why you're here. All right, Miami. I mean, but again, though, Miami in Carolina.
I think that's you beat Miami.
Yes, that's shit. I got 5.
Yeah, I've got you 3-2, which is probably more realistic.
Probably, Okay, so yeah, and then Dallas in Carolina. I think we beat Dallas. We almost beat Dallas last.
I think you beat Dallas. I don't like Dallas at all. So
yeah, okay. So you got what, 4-2, and I got 6-0.
Yep.
We knew this was how this was going to go. Anyway, okay. So
at New
York, I think we lose this one just because there's just those games that you just lose that you.
I think you lose this one and the reason I say you lose this one is because
it's our first loss.
Their defense is going to be good.
Yeah, I think their defense is going to be good.
That's your strength.
Aaron's a good defensive coordinator. Yeah, I think that they're going to be good, and they have sauce to shut down our young offense. I agree. So there's our first loss. 6-1.
I've got you 4-3.
4-3. Okay, and then Buffalo? That's a loss.
That's a loss.
Green Bay. That's like a 50-50 game for me, honestly. I'll give it to Green Bay. Yeah, I'll give it to Green Bay just because.
All right, I agree.
Like I said about the established coaching staff when I was talking about Tampa Bay, I gotta stay consistent with that kind of stuff. So I'll give it to Green Bay. So 6-3. Okay, 6-3 for me. Okay. And then New Orleans, we beat New Orleans, so 7-3 for me.
I got. All right, you're 5-5.
Okay, so 7-3 for me. Atlanta at Atlanta, I think we lose that one. I think that's what I said when we did Atlanta.
Yeah. All right, you're 5-6. You're 7-4.
Okay, 7-4.
Tampa Bay. So you beat Tampa Bay.
Wait, where are we? Tampa Bay. Wait, Green Bay, New Orleans. Wait, we got
Your
lost.
bye week.
We're at the bye week. No, we didn't go over to San Francisco yet.
Oh yeah, no.
So
we did Green Bay.
That's
New
11.
Orleans.
New Orleans,
Atlanta.
you beat them. That's 7-4 for up to.
Yeah,
no, so Atlanta is 7-4. 4. Yeah, we lost it. We lose to Atlanta. Okay, so 7-4 is what I'm at. Okay. San Francisco. I think we beat San Francisco. I know you think we're going to lose to San Francisco, but I think we can do. That's what you said last time we went over these.
Yeah, I do think that. I mean, deep down, I really do. All right, so you got 8-4, and I have you're 5-7.
Okay, 8-4. Okay, Los Angeles. I'm going to give it to Los Angeles, 8-5, because again, coaching makes the difference.
Marking you down as a loss.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to give it to Los Angeles, 8-5.
Yep.
Okay, then we got the bye week, and then we got the Saints. We're going to beat the Saints, 9-5.
Yes.
Okay. Tampa Bay, that's in Carolina. I think we win that. That's 10-5.
Yep.
And what you got? 9-6.
I've got 7 and 8 right now.
7 and 8. Why do I have 10-5 and you have 7 and 8? Oh, because the 9. Yeah. Okay. It's 10-5 for me. And then Seattle.
I think you beat Seattle.
We beat Seattle, so 11-5. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna be a fucking 12-win team, 11-win team. So 11-5, and then Tampa Bay would lose, so 11-6. So did I just think that we're gonna have a better record than Tampa Bay? What did I say? What do you say for Tampa Bay? I should have been writing this stuff down.
Yeah, you do. No, did you lose to Tampa on the last one?
Yeah, I think I had us lose to Tampa because it's in Tampa.
You're gonna have the same record as Tampa.
Could be. I think we really have I think our team.
No, I think actually. No, Tampa will be 12-5. You'll be 11-6.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely possible.
Yeah. Well, I ain't got you doing that.
Yeah.
I might have gone a little hard on you.
Yeah, usually that's okay though. That's why we're doing this together.
I've got you 8 and 9.
8 and 9. Okay, I mean that's probably a little bit more realistic. Probably a lot more realistic. That's okay. That's what we're here for.
8 and 9.
All right, 8 and 9.
We're second in the division.
Yeah, hey, I'll take 8 and 9 second in the division. I think that's a solid improvement.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's an improvement, right? Didn't you go 8 and 9 last year?
I went 5-12 last year.
Yeah, so 8 and 9 is a good improvement.
Absolutely, that's what I'm saying. I'll take that.
Yeah, and you might be 9 and 9 or 10 and 8. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you can get 500, close to 500, that's good.
Absolutely, I agree. I think that's a win.
That's a good goal.
If we get close to or over 500, that's a win.
Yeah, no, I agree.
On the same page there, and we already got NFC Showdown to watch.
You are not going 11-6.
Hey man, we'll see. Okay,
hey, that is not happening.
Hey man, if it does, like
11-6, you gonna have a good record as the Detroit Lions.
We got it on camera now, so we'll come back and visit this at the end of the season and see how close we are. We'll have to write down our picks before week 1. So like right now we're doing it, but like as we get to week 1, we'll make some more. We'll make our final picks, and then at least for our teams, I don't think we'll do every team again before the end of the season, but we'll do our teams at least. We'll do the Panthers and we'll do the Lions, and we'll give our final season predictions.
Yeah, it's easy, man. Lions ain't gonna lose.
First team to go 0-16 and 16-0.
Damn right. It's destiny.
I don't think so. We'll see.
It's destiny.
All right. Anyways, let's get on to the worst team in the division here. The Saints. They're just going to be booty cheeks, as G would say. They're going to be bad. I think that a lot of people are kind of on the same page about the Saints. Kellen Moore is a solid head coach. I think he has the opportunity to be a solid head coach at least. He's a good young offensive mind. He knows what he's doing. He brought in some good coaches that are vets and everything. So I like what he's done. At least he's trying. He's putting something together that's good. But picking Tyler Shuck as your first quarterback is head scratching.
No, that was a very questionable move.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was 5 years in the NCAA. 3 of them he was injured for the whole season or something like that. So the guy just can't stay healthy. He's old already. It's like when the Browns or whoever drafted Brandon Weeden. Remember that? He was like 27 when he got drafted and ended up playing like 2 seasons and was out of the league. It was crazy. Drafting guys that are super old just doesn't work out because you already know who they are. Like, and if he hasn't shown anything at this point, like he's probably not going to be anything. On top of that, they just don't really have a lot of weapons on offense. Chris Olave is a good receiver. Don't get me wrong. He's a good young receiver.
Yeah,
he's got a lot of bad injuries the last couple of years. I mean, this last year, he was out for like most of the last part of the season because he got a concussion.
He does need to stay healthy.
You know, and then outside of that, they got Juwan Johnson, who's a good tight end. They got Raheed Shakir or whatever. I can never, because there's like Raheed Shaheed, there's Raheed Shakir, there's a whole bunch of guys like that. But you know who I'm talking about for the Saints. Let me pull those.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I don't think there's a lot of people that are very high on the Saints. Like they just haven't had a good offseason. Derek Carr retired out of nowhere, kind of.
I don't know.
Rashid Shaheed but he was hurt last year. Brandon Cooks is their other outside linebacker or other outside receiver. Like
their defense is
old. Their defense is old. It's not really great. I mean, they got what? They signed Chase Young, so that will be, Chase Young's solid. Cam Jordan has been around for a long time and is a good D lineman, but he's falling off. He's old. He is 36. Yeah, he's falling off. They got Carl Granderson, who is young, 28, almost 29. Did pretty good, so that's like it. Reed. Oh yeah, they signed Justin Reed. Yeah, he signed Justin Reed from the Chiefs. Yeah, and Paul Warner or Pete Warner. Yeah, I mean they got some pieces on defense, but like still, there's not a lot that's there. They got BC hasn't been good. Like I don't know. I just don't think this team's gonna be good.
The only thing on offense they got going for them is their center and their running back, and Chris Oliver. That's it. You got okay wide receivers.
Yeah.
Okay. There are not like you got a number one and a bunch of number threes.
Yeah.
But you don't have a two, I don't think. I just don't see it happening. Your running back's phenomenal if you can stay healthy. Yeah. But I mean, to have two young guys to be your quarterback.
Yeah. I agree. Like, it's just that's if you don't have a quarterback, you don't have a quarterback.
Spencer Rattler ain't no shit.
Nah.
So what does he know?
No, I know. Hey, give me a second.
And then you get Tyler Slow. You could have got Shador Sanders. What the fuck is going on?
Absolutely. Hey, give me a second though, Galen. I'm gonna pause. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think. I mean, they're just not going to be good. The Saints aren't going to be a good team.
I mean, we could go over their schedule if you wanted to.
Yeah,
they ain't going to be. I mean, they're not going to be in contention for anything.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people saying they're going to be like the number one overall pick, and I don't really disagree. We'll just run through the draft or their.
Maybe interesting to see what that quarterback does. Like maybe he proves us all wrong and know what he's talking about. I mean, that could be a big. But it ain't far fetched. I mean, look at the Niners.
Yeah.
So I mean, It's been done before.
Absolutely, I agree. All right, so Arizona, that's a loss. Arizona at least is a solid overall team.
San Francisco.
Loss.
Seattle.
Loss.
I don't know. I might give them a win there.
Seattle? I don't think it's at Seattle too.
Yeah. All right. Never mind.
Yeah. No, that's a loss. So 0-3. Buffalo. That's a win. Just kidding. That's a loss.
Oh man. Yeah. You almost had me. I was like, dude, what?
I mean, those games sometimes you never know. Sometimes those games that are like that, they're like, those powerhouse team against the shitty team. Sometimes those teams come through. But no, that's a lot. New York, okay, that could be a win. I can see that. I'll give them a win there. I'll give the Saints one. Okay, and then New England, that's a loss. That's 1-5.
Nah, I'm gonna give them a win.
You're gonna give them the win on New England?
Yeah, I think so.
So you think that we're gonna lose to New England, but you think the fucking Saints are gonna beat New England?
I gave you the win. Okay, all right. But yeah, I do. Don't forget the Saints started out the season hot.
Fair enough, they did. Okay. So
they're not like the. I mean, they were the worst, like one of the worst teams in it, but still.
So what? 2-4?
Yeah.
Okay.
2-4. They lose to Chicago.
2-5. Tampa Bay, they lose to Tampa Bay 2-6. They lose to Los Angeles 2-7. They lose to us 2-8.
They lose to Carolina.
Bye week. They lose to the bye week. Atlanta, so what, 2-8. So Atlanta, they lose to Atlanta 2-9. Miami, I can see them beating Miami. I don't think Miami's going to be very good either. I mean, I think Tua is going to be solid, and they got Tyreek and everything. But outside of that, their defense kind of sucks. Their running backs kind of suck. Their offensive line isn't great.
No, their running backs are good.
Their running backs are good. Okay, I mean, oh yeah, they are. They got Achane and they got another guy. But still, I'm just not a big fan. So what, you think they beat the Dolphins, or you think they lose to the Dolphins?
I don't know that Tua's playing right still at this time of the year.
Fair enough. What, 3-9?
Yeah.
Okay. Tampa Bay, they lose Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
So what, 3-10? Lose to us in Carolina. Now, if they beat us, they'll beat us in New Orleans earlier.
That is in New Orleans.
No, that's versus. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's
okay,
in New Orleans.
Sure.
That's what I'm saying. Sure. We'll give them 1.
4-10.
Yeah, and that's debatable.
Yeah. Okay, and then the Jets. I think that by the end of the season, the Jets are going to be good. So yeah, so 4-11. Tennessee, that's a 50-50 game.
Yeah, we'll give them the win.
We'll give them the win. So 5-11, and then Tampa Bay, then Atlanta, they lose. So 5-12. Yeah, so they're gonna be bad. I think that's the same record they had last year. Yeah, 5-12 last year too. So nothing's gonna change for the Saints. They're gonna be in the running for the number 1 overall pick. At the very least, they're gonna get a top 5 pick probably. And they're gonna be a bad team.
Yes, they are.
So, okay. Well, that finishes up the NFC South. I think that this division is better than some people think. But the Falcons are a major question mark because we just don't know what Michael Penix has, and their offense just doesn't have a lot of weapons besides Bijan and Drake London. Their defense is a question mark. Saints think it's just going to be trash. The Panthers, obviously, I think they're going to be a great team. G has more realistic expectations for them. And then his will probably be a little closer.
I think they're second in the division.
Yeah, I think we're second in the division for sure. Regardless of where our record ends up being, I think we finished second in the division at the very least. And then the Tampa Bay, until they prove that they're not going to be a good team, I'm just going to say that they're going to win the division because they've done it for 4 years in a row now.
Yeah, it's there until proven wrong.
Yep,
they've earned that respect.
Of course, yeah, I think so. I'm a diehard fan of the Panthers. Don't get me wrong, but I can respect teams that do that kind of stuff in my division. You have to, So finish up the NFC South. And we're gonna jump into the NFC East here. Again, we're gonna start in the division order. So the top of the division was the Super Bowl champion Eagles. There's not much more we gotta say about that. They're gonna be a great team. They didn't really lose a lot of pieces.
All they did was get better.
They did. I don't know. They lost some pieces. Yeah, they did. They lost a few pieces.
Yeah, but nothing. They didn't fill back up or could replace.
Yeah, that's kind of like the main thing for them is they just end up replacing what they lose.
Yeah, they have a couple new players.
Yeah. Yeah, they lost Josh Sweat, they lost Milton Williams, they lost Darius Slay, they lost Isaiah Rodgers in free agency. That's just what happens in a Super Bowl team. You lose those guys that are on expiring deals and are kind of hitting that point of their career where they're going to sign a big contract. So, but they added other players to take that. Like you said, they did do that. They're great at doing that. That's what makes them great. They added Azeez Ojulari to replace Josh Sweat. And Azeez is only 25. Josh Sweat's 28, so he's kind of a younger version. And Josh Uche, who came from, I believe, the Patriots last year, he's only 26, so he's kind of another position to replace there. They lost some backup linemen and Mekhi Becton, but they signed Kendall Lamb, who's a little older. They signed Matt Pryor, who's a little older. They re-signed Zach Vaughn, free agent. They lost Brandon Graham. So, they added good young defensive ends. They added a good tackle. They added players they needed to.
Yeah,
they're just good.
I don't see where they let one player go. They got every player they lost. They have a young player that's filling them shoes. They were ready for all this.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said earlier, I think that the biggest question mark is going to be the secondary. They did add Adoree Jackson, who I like. He's pretty solid. He's 29, almost 30. He's good. And they have Cooper DeJean, obviously, and Quinyon Mitchell. They have good corners, but the depth, I guess, and really those guys are so young. It's kind of now that they don't have that veteran leadership there. Adoree Jackson is veteran leadership, but still, it's not the same as Darius Slay, who's been an all-pro.
No.
So
they could use another receiver.
Yeah, their third receiver, Jahan Dotson, is definitely not scaring anyone at that number 3 position. But they have such good 1 and 2. Like, it's just, yeah. I mean, the offense is just stacked. Like, it looks like the right guard is kind of where they might have, some room to be attacked there, because they lost, what's his name? He signed with the Chargers, Mekhi Becton. So losing him is going to be a big hit, just because he was so big and huge over there that he was taking up so much space, and he did so good as a guard. So that will affect them a little bit. But I mean, having the best running back in the league is definitely, mitigates some of that. You don't have to have the best offensive line when you have the best running back. It definitely helps. They have the best. They have Jordan Mailata and they have fucking Lane Johnson, so it's not like they're going to be bad.
Yeah, I mean, they still are. Yeah, they're still good.
Yeah, and Landon Dickerson and Cam Jurgens. I mean, they have a top 10 offensive line no matter what. Top 5 probably.
Yeah,
really.
and you got best running back, so you're good.
Yeah, solid. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, make or break for this team. Like, I don't think there's really like a make or break or anything like that. Like, I think that they're like that rare team that's set up to, like, it's not
make
up to one person. You know what I mean?
Barkley's got to stay healthy.
Yeah, I guess that is a big part of it, because like after him, I mean, who do they really have?
Nobody. And that it goes along with AJ Brown and Devontae Smith.
I mean, they have AJ Dillon. I like AJ Dillon. I think he could be a good replacement for Saquon if he gets hurt or something. I think AJ Dillon's a solid running back.
No, I think, and Jalen Carter is a big piece too, that he can't be getting hurt.
True. I don't really disagree.
But they do have good depth there.
They have great depth all on the whole team, and that's the biggest thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, they just don't, like, I don't think that they have like a huge drop off. Like, it's just like they kind of just do their thing, and they have guys that all around the team can just contribute, and that's what they like try and set up so that like the team doesn't like get worse when one person comes off for a second.
Yeah, they just build on what they got, and they just build some more.
Yeah, exactly.
They be stealing in the draft.
Every year, it's crazy. It's Howie Roseman just does insane things. I actually listened to an interview with him the other day on Part of My Take, and it was just like he's like obsessed with football. Like, this guy loves football. Even as a little kid, he said he knew he wanted to do something in football when he was like 8, I think. And he like sent letters to every NFL team asking to like work in the front office and everything for years. Did all this stuff. Finally got like a break. Like, the dude loves football, and he's great at what he does. So it's not surprising.
Yeah, he's done a hell of a job. Like, they're the biggest. I mean, you could argue Kansas City, but like franchise wise right now, like they're the franchise team right now.
Yeah, absolutely. They're built the right way. They retain a lot of their key free agents. They build the right way through the draft. They sign guys here and there. They hit on players that might be unknown, like Zach Bond. Like, they really do that. So, yeah, I don't think there's really make or break players who can like change the team. I think that really injury, which is always the biggest thing. Like, I think it's not like, I don't think there's a point in the team where it's like, if this guy doesn't work out, they're screwed. Like, I think that their team is just so spread out and so like taken care of. Like, they don't have to worry about that.
No, I agree. Well, let's pull up their schedule. They gotta have a tough schedule, so let's see what they got.
Let's see.
Can they go back to back?
I don't know, man. That's a tough one. I think they have a good shot at it. I think that if there's a team that's going to do it, it's them. Like, we just started talking about their team and how well it's maintained. Like, I think that they really have a shot to do that. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. So they are versus Dallas. So they open the season at Dallas, or in Philadelphia. I mean,
they beat Dallas.
They beat Dallas. Yeah, that's a win. Kansas City rematch in Kansas City.
Kansas City wins that.
Yeah, so 1-1. So Los Angeles and Philadelphia, they win that. 2-1. Tampa Bay, they win that. That's 3-1. Denver, they win that. That's 4-1.
I don't know if they win that.
I could see them losing that. Convince me. Give me your
dude. That team, I feel like that's gonna be a hot team right there.
Yeah, you think Denver's gonna be good?
I just think their quarterback's taking it to the next level.
I think that defense is what's going to take them to the next level.
Like their quarterback, their defense, dude. That backfield is going to be one of the best in the league.
It's going to be nasty.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I agree. Okay, so yeah, so what? That's week 5, and what they're going to lose to. So what? 3-2 then?
Although, yeah, it's in Philly.
Yeah, it's in Philly.
Hey, I like that. We're going to go with the loss on that one. All right, so at New York, they're going to beat New York.
Yeah.
4-2.
4-2.
They go to Minnesota. They beat Minnesota.
Yeah, 5-2.
5-2.
They play New York again, 6-2.
6-2.
Bye week.
At Green Bay. They beat Green Bay.
At Green Bay, though? You think they beat Green Bay still? Okay.
Green Bay don't. Green Bay, we swept them last year. Green Bay don't.
Okay.
Don't scare me no more.
Okay, you guys.
I think we beat them.
You think you beat them? So
yep. I think we go to Philly and beat them.
Okay, so 7-3. I don't really disagree. I think that you guys have the weapons to really attack that defense better than anyone else.
Yeah, and our defense is going to be better this year, hopefully, if we stay healthy.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so 7-3? Okay, yep. And then Dallas. They beat Dallas. I think that they're just going to crush their division, really.
Yeah, they're going to sweep Dallas, yeah.
Yeah, so 8-3.
Yep, Chicago. They're going to beat Chicago.
Okay, yeah, they're going to beat Chicago. The Chargers.
On Monday night.
LA. Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, dude, the Chargers just lost Rashawn Slater, too, though. They lost their left tackle.
That's true.
So I think
5-3. 10-3.
Well,
they got Las Vegas. They beat Las Vegas.
10-3? Yeah, okay. Yeah, 10-3. Yeah, 11-3. They beat Las Vegas. I agree.
They lose to Washington.
At Washington. Okay, yeah, 11-4.
Yep. They lose to Buffalo.
You think 11-5? They lose to Buffalo?
I think they lose to Buffalo.
Okay. I don't know. I kind of want to give them that. I just think that the Eagles are a really good team, and I think Buffalo's a really good team too. But the Eagles, I think, are just so stacked.
I know, but I just feel like they're at Buffalo, so they stumble on this one.
Okay, fair enough. And then I think they beat Washington in Philly to finish the season out, unless they have everything locked up and they don't have to worry about shit. But okay, so 12-5?
They're gonna have to play Washington because I think Washington will be that last game will determine who wins the division.
Okay, so 12-5 is what you think that the Eagles are going to finish.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean that's a great record, 12-5.
Yeah, especially with playing the teams you play. Their schedule's easier than ours.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, 12-5, give or take 1 or 2. That's how I feel about it. Just give or take 1 or 2. So
yeah,
they could go 13-5 or 13-4.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that they have the potential to do.
What did they go last year? 14.
Last year they
14-3.
Yeah, 14-3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, definitely, I agree. Take a look at PFF. Give me a guy that you think is gonna stand out.
Ooh, standout player.
Yeah, it's like a hidden guy that you think that might really show. That's a hard one because it's these guys are all pretty established, and I mean we're not experts on these teams, so it's kind of who's going to really step up on this team that's going to make a difference. So you can't really pick one because everybody's going to be good already.
I think Quinion Mitchell.
Yeah.
I mean, I know everybody thinks he's good, but I think he takes the next step, and I think you're about to see one shut down corner.
I don't disagree.
I mean, that's all I got. I mean, everybody else is proven.
Yeah.
You got a couple rookies in there. But
yeah.
I just don't doubt the Philly organization, dude. They're going to be great, too. They're one of the best organizations in football right now.
Absolutely. I think Keely Ringo, cornerback for them, he comes from that Georgia defense that they loved. I think that he's their third corner, but I think they're really going to need a third corner now. He's their fourth corner guy. I think they're really going to need someone like that now. I think that their depth is really going to be tested on that secondary there. So I think that he'll be a good player to kind of watch and see what he turns out to be. I mean, they hit on Cooper DeJean, they hit on Quinion Mitchell, but Keely Ringo was picked the year before too, and he was really good on that Georgia defense. So I could see him being one of those guys that kind of you're like, oh damn, this guy kind of came out of nowhere. So he'll be my pick.
Okay, I mean that's a good pick. That's better than mine, honestly.
All right, the NFC showdown to watch with the Eagles. I mean, they have a couple.
Washington.
Yeah, I think Washington, really, any game against Washington is going to be
Detroit.
Firework. Yeah, that one's going to be a great game. I mean, Buffalo's not an NFC rivalry or anything like that, but I think that's going to be a great game. Yeah, I think that, there's going to be yeah, but that's not an NFC again. So for NFC, I think that, the Washington games are going to be the two that are wow.
Yeah, that's going to be a big game. They probably will see each other again in the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, those are definitely my games.
Yeah, I agree with them too.
All right, and then this is kind of probably going to be the most controversial part of this segment, at least, is where you rank Jalen Hurts at the quarterbacks in the NFC. We've kind of been putting him at number 1 so far. Is he the best quarterback in the NFC?
I don't know.
You don't know who's better.
I mean,
my biggest thing with Jalen Hurts is
I'm gonna say Jared Goff's better.
You think Jared Goff's better? Okay. So
yeah, I'm gonna say he almost had an MVP season last year.
He did. He had a game where he didn't miss a pass.
He threw a perfect game.
Yep.
It's just never been done.
Yep. I agree.
I mean, he had multiple games with like 1 or 2 incompletions.
Well, my biggest thing with Jalen Hurts is that we gave Brock Purdy a lot of shit over the last couple of years because he was surrounded by some of the best talent in the league. I mean, the argument against Brock Purdy was he has the best running back, he has the best left tackle, he has the best receiver, he has the best tight end. Of course, he's going to be a good quarterback. Why don't we make the same argument about Jalen Hurts? And I'm not trying to take anything away from Jalen, and I'm not really trying to take anything away from Brock either in this. I think the only thing that anyone was trying to take away from Brock was people just needed to pump the brakes a little bit because he was getting compared to Joe Montana. And Joe Montana is a legendary quarterback. You can't just make those comparisons straight out the gate. And Jalen Hurts has proved a lot more than Brock Purdy has, for sure. He's won an MVP. He won the Super Bowl. All these things. I'm not taking anything away from him. I think he's a great quarterback, but I'm just saying we don't ever really talk about the fact that he's surrounded by 2 top 10 receivers, the best left tackle, the best right tackle, the best left guard, the best center. He had one of the best right guards last year. He has the best running back. He has a great defense that just lost a few pieces this year. But that's not like to knock on him. Like, he's definitely that's awesome. I think the biggest thing is we get to see his full potential when he's surrounded by someone like that. Some people like that.
I mean,
it's like when you build a team on Madden and you just keep signing the best free agents and you draft the best guys that are 99s, and eventually your whole team's just 99 and your team goes undefeated because they're so good. It's the same kind of thing. It's just that's what you want, right? Like, you just want to build a team that's the best, and you're not going to not do that just because you have a good quarterback. So I think he's the best. I think he's the best quarterback in the NFC. I think Jared Goff definitely deserves to be in that conversation.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm trying to find some stats to go off here to compare the two.
Okay. Well, I'll keep going a little bit then. I think that, in my opinion, they are definitely 1 and 2 at the very least. If you want to put Jared Goff number 1, that's fine. Jalen Hurts is number 2 because I can't think of another quarterback. I'm just looking at the list of the teams here. I can't pick another guy that's better than Jalen Hurts because Brock Purdy's not. No one in the. I mean, Jaden Daniels. I don't know why I blanked on that. I mean, he's.
Well, I was like, hey, what happened to him?
Yeah, dude, I blanked hard on that one. He has an argument to kind of be up there, but I can't put him above Jalen Hurts, who's won a Super Bowl and an MVP. That's just not right. People that say that are just lying to themselves. And Dak's definitely not.
Well, I guess maybe I'm lying to myself saying that Jared's better. We don't have a Super Bowl yet.
Yeah, so that kind of puts it above.
If you want to separate them by that, then I can understand that argument.
Yeah. Yeah, but,
we also. I'm not saying. I can't sit here and make excuses, but our defense was absolutely destroyed last year from injuries. So I don't think it's fair to say. I just don't think it's fair.
I don't disagree. It'll definitely be interesting.
And there's a big difference. So, all right, I'm looking at season stats here. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up myself. So passing yards wise, Jared Goff was 2nd in the NFL and Jalen Hurts was 20th. Jalen Hurts only had 2,900 passing yards compared to Jared Goff's 4,600.
There's a thing you're going to see that keeps going on. All right, you look at the Jalen Hurts. All right, so how many attempts did Jalen Hurts have last year?
Let's see here. Attempts. One next to the percentage. He had 361.
Okay. Jared Goff had 539.
Yeah. So let's see. The average for Jared Goff was 8.6 and Jalen Hurts was 8.
Yeah. How many passing touchdowns?
18.
All right. 37.
Yeah. Absolutely. No, there's a big difference.
It's not a shot at Jalen Hurts, but he has Saquon Barkley, and it's clear. Look at the numbers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look, we have good running back too. So don't tell me that, when you have that good of a running back, you can run the foot. Well, we have two really good running backs.
Yeah, but Saquon had 2,005 yards. Like, you put your running backs together, Jameer had 14, and then where is
Dave Montgomery had over 1,000 too.
He only had 775. So 775 plus 14. So they had 100 more yards than Saquon combined.
Yes.
And so I mean, he also had 13 touchdowns, but Jameer had 16. So you guys were definitely a higher scoring one because their defense. I mean, the Eagles' defense was amazing last year. Right. Not to take anything away from their offense, but I mean, their defense was really good.
Yeah. How many interceptions did he have? He better not have more than Jared Goff. That would be pretty sad.
He had 5.
Shit, that's phenomenal.
Yeah. So that's the thing is he's efficient. Like, he didn't have to do anything, and I'm not trying to knock him for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and let's see sacks.
I think Jared Goff's better.
Yeah, I mean it'd be interesting to see what Jared Goff would look like. Yeah, it would be interesting to see what Jared Goff looked like in the Eagles offense. We talk about the differences between all these quarterbacks, but in reality, some of these offenses are wildly different from each other. Could you imagine Jared Goff playing in the Eagles offense, just how it is now? Because it would be a totally different kind of player, because Jared Goff and Jalen Hurts are not the same kind of player. And I mean, you still have Saquon Barkley in either scenario, and you still have the same stuff, but I couldn't even imagine Jalen Hurts in your guys' offense. There's just things like that. They're built for these guys for a reason, and it's okay if he doesn't have the yardage.
I agree.
It's a thing that I talk about a lot when I'm playing video games, and as corny as this sounds, it's stats don't always tell the whole story.
They don't. No, they really don't.
And it goes for so much in sports. What?
But I'm still going out there. I mean, let's put it this way. He's top 3.
Yeah.
He's 1 or 2. Okay.
Overall, or in the NFC.
Yeah, in the NFC.
Okay, yeah, NFC. He's 1 or 2 for sure. He's 1 or 2 in the NFC for sure. He's probably top 5 for quarterbacks in the NFL, to be honest.
Yeah, he's up there. Yeah,
he's 1 or 2 in the NFC. So I mean,
let's put it this way: wherever Jared Goff's at, he's right there with.
Yeah,
they're both or wherever Jalen Hurts is, Jared Goff's right there with him. I mean, those are the two. We can all agree on that. Those are probably the 2 best quarterbacks in the NFC.
Yeah, probably. I agree with that.
Yeah, I don't think there's another one that you could.
Well, I think the biggest thing is, I think the biggest difference between the elite quarterbacks that are in the top 5 and the guys outside of it is I feel like Jared Goff, and this is not a knock on him, he's more of a program guy. If he gets in the right setup and he has things that are catered to what he does good, he's a great quarterback. But like I said, he's not going to be able to go into any offense and do what he does, because he can't really take over, if you know what I mean. He can do great in the system he's in. I'm not trying to knock him at all, but I feel like it's different. You know what I mean? Patrick Mahomes is different than than Jared Goff.
Yeah, but Jared, I mean, but it's like what you said earlier. Quarterbacks have so many different attributes about them that make them different. You know what I mean? That Jared Goff probably throws the medium ball the best out of anybody. You know what I mean? That's his thing. Mahomes throws a better deep ball. Jalen Hurts probably throws a better deep ball. It's stuff like that. They're more mobile. Jared Goff more of a pocket passer. He's better at play action than almost all of them. He's probably the best play action quarterback out there.
Sure.
But so it's all different. It's hard to compare. Yeah. That's why I would rather say, they're in the top 10 or the top 3. It's I don't have to order them for you. Unless you want to argue with, he's got top 3. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, that's why I like to be top 3.
Yeah.
You put them where you want to.
Point. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're welcome to put them wherever you want to. Top 3, I think we can all agree on top 3. Now, the order might be different in our heads, but they're still top 3.
Sure. I agree.
because of attributes, and some people may look at different things different ways.
Yeah, I agree.
That's the way I look at it.
For sure.
So, all right. Well, but yeah, I mean, the Eagles will be in the playoffs again.
Absolutely, they'll be able to defend their title, I think, unless something catastrophic happens. But hopefully not. Knock on wood. I'd love to see them try that. And we're going to get to the team that could come to kind of dethrone them. It's going to really take. We'll see what this young team has. They've made some.
Commanders.
They've made some additions. Like it hasn't been.
They did. They brought in some decent pieces.
Yeah, I mean they re-signed Bobby Wagner. They re-signed.
Great re-signing.
Dietrich Wise,
Laramie,
added Eddie Goldman, traded for
Deebo Samuel,
Javon Kinlaw, Deebo Samuel, John Bates is a good tight end, Jonathan Jones is a good corner.
They brought back
Marcus
Zach
Mariota, Noah Igbehinje, I can never pronounce his name, but he's a cornerback, pretty solid. Will Harris, solid. Zach Ertz re-signing, good veteran presence. I mean, they lost a couple of guys, but no one really huge. Jeremy Chin, who the Panthers had at some point, he's kind of just floating around out there now, 27. Safety. They lost him. He left. But yeah, they didn't really lose much.
Yeah, but they got Marshawn Lattimore. Don't forget that trade right before the end of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and then Mike Sandstrella there at the other cornerback position. Yeah, they have some great pieces.
Some good young players.
Yeah.
I love they brought Wagner back to be with Luvu. Luvu's fucking awesome.
I love Lou, man. I'm so mad that he didn't resign with the Panthers. I can understand why he didn't, but I loved having him on the team. He was great. He's
awesome.
A dog. He's a dog.
Yeah, he is a dog. He played football. He loves football.
He loves football. Absolutely. He loves football.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah. And I mean, you got Kinlaw, you got Payne.
Yeah, they made some really good additions.
It seems their defense is very good. I like it.
Absolutely. I agree. I think just going right off the bat here, something that they probably hit on for their free agents. I think that re-signing Bobby Wagner, like you said, is a huge get. I think that's great.
Especially with Luvu.
Yeah.
Great veteran presence.
To bring that back there like that. Yeah, absolutely. Noah Brown is a good addition to add some height at receiver. I'm pretty sure he's 6'5". Will Harris is a good veteran presence at safety. Noah Igbehinje, good young cornerback that's up and coming. You had some good depth pieces. Yeah, well, Sanders they drafted last year.
Yeah, I know, but he played a lot of a cornerback, and he's really a nickel. Okay. So he should be able to hopefully drop back and play a little bit more nickel this year. Because he's a
nickel.
He's like Brian Branch.
Yeah, if you look at the nickel lineup on Pro Football Focus, it has Sandstrel at the nickel cornerback position. That has Lattimore on the outside. And then Trey Amos, the rookie they drafted this year in the second round.
Yeah, I love Trey Amos.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
I just think they got better defensively.
Yeah, I mean, they're still they still need help there for sure. I think that it still has a lot of really old veteran pieces there that are just kind of patching stuff together. Because I mean, Bobby Wagner is going to fall off eventually. They have Von Miller there too, and he's just it's just a matter of time until I mean, he's just a pass rush specialist at this point. It's just really up in the air for the defense, I think. They're building it though. They're coming along the right way. They're kind of staying competitive and getting some younger guys at the same time.
When you get that old, you got talent like it, or talent mixed with they've been in the league. They're helping the young players that. You have to have the players to develop other players. That's where Luvu, I think gained a ton by being with Bobby Wagner. He learned a lot. So I just think those pieces they have that are older are still really, in my opinion, they haven't really slipped off that much, and they're already old. They've been old. So I just don't see you having much drop off from them. I feel like they help the young guys out, and and they probably help slow the game down for the younger guys because they can pick up on everything and say, hey, this is what you need to be, this is what you need to do. I just think the way that they're doing it is a great way to do it. So I mean, I agree. I mean,
and my apologies. Noah Brown's only 6'2".
Okay. But he's saying size. They also have Luke McCaffrey.
Yeah, I like him as a slot. If Deebo kind of kicks out. Yeah.
or 6'3".
Well, but Terry wants a trade, so we'll see if he ends up getting traded.
That's the biggest load of shit.
Yeah.
All I gotta say is I keep wanting to call them Redskins. The Commanders need to sign Terry, because if you brought Deebo Samuel over and you let Terry walk, what a big mistake.
Absolutely.
Because Deebo is not the receiver Terry McLaurin is. I'm sorry.
No, Deebo's a complementary piece at this point in his career.
Yeah, and he's a different style, first of all.
Absolutely. I don't think his style, and I don't think this is necessarily a knock on him, but I don't think Deebo's style has ever been like number one dominant receiver. He's like that number two guy that he's like Anquan Bolden. Anquan Bolden was a great receiver, and he just took the heat off of Larry Fitzgerald.
Right. That's what you are.
Yeah, and that's not a bad thing to be. That doesn't mean you're bad.
No, but he needs to take the heat off.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the whole point. Terry's your number one.
Yep. 100%.
I mean, he made more big catches and more catches that mattered.
Yep.
This year than any of the other receivers. So you can't let him walk. Yeah, I would have not got Deebo. I thought if Terry was going to walk, I'm keeping Terry. Y'all have Deebo. I can find another Deebo. I mean, I'm just saying. I like Deebo. No knock on him, but he's not.
Yeah.
He's not a special receiver.
No. Yeah. No, he's great. Yeah, I totally agree with what you're saying.
No. He did good. He can run the football. You're looking for a wide receiver. Yeah. And he had a lot of talent around him when he did play well. I'm just saying. Yeah. Which complimented him well. They all complimented each other. 100%. So I'm throwing that out there. No knock on Deebo.
I love Deebo. The addition of Deebo, but that's the thing, is the addition of Deebo is great. Him by himself, if you lose McLaurin, you don't have anything else to really take a centerpiece of that offense. You're relying on guys that are kind of they're past their peak. Not necessarily in a bad way. I think Deebo can still be a good, effective receiver. I still think that he can be a great piece to an offense, but that's the thing, is he's a piece. He's not a centerpiece. You have to have McLaurin there. And McLaurin's old too. He's 30. That's the thing, is I'm saying Deebo's old and he's after his prime, but McLaurin's just a different kind of receiver. The kind of receiver that Deebo is fades after a little while because he plays a little bit more rough. He gets hit a little bit more often. He catches it over the middle a little bit more. He seeks out contact a little bit more. And it's not a bad thing. I respect the hell out of Deebo and that kind of receiver. Those are the guys you need on the team. You need guys that are going to be those dogs that are going to make you going to punch the other team in the mouth, because you need to do that sometimes. And it's great to have him. But Terry McLaurin's the kind of receiver that's going to have a little bit longer of a career because he focuses more on running routes and avoiding contact rather than seeking out contact. And then, again, it's no knock on either of them. It's just the kind of receiver they are.
Yeah, he's downfield trying to catch the big,
or a quick slant to get away and get 7 yards to get that first down, or to get to a close second down or whatever it is. So they need to resign him for sure.
If you didn't have Terry last year, you don't go to the playoffs, because he literally changed that in the Cowboys game. So I'm just saying. But 100%. All right, let's pull up the schedule. Let's see what they're gonna be.
Okay.
Let's see. It's gonna be interesting.
Second, I lost my spot.
They could sweep Philly. I'm just saying. Just gonna throw it out there.
You think so? God damn it.
I think they could. Their schedule doesn't even look that bad.
Okay. Sorry. I'm getting a hold of it right now.
So,
here we go.
All right.
Okay, I got it.
All right, boys and girls. New York Giants. That is a win.
That's a W. 100%. I agree. Okay.
Yep.
That's one win.
That's a win.
That's a win. You think so?
Yeah, I'm telling you. All right, guys. I'm biased. I'm a Lions fan.
Yeah. But I gotta pull him back a little bit. I think they're better than the
Jalen Reed may or may not be there week 1.
Well, I think that Green Bay is better than. I think their team is better, and they have a better coach, and I like Green Bay better. So I'm going 1-1.
The Commanders made it further in the playoffs than Green Bay.
I'm not. The playoffs aren't what I'm talking about here. I don't disagree. I think that some teams are better in the regular season, and some teams are better in the playoffs.
So I'm going to give them the win. You're giving them a L.
Yeah, I'm giving them a 1-1.
Man, my brother's going to be mad at you.
I know he is.
Sorry. I can't believe you do that.
Sorry, DJ. Right. Love you, dog.
Las Vegas, win.
Win, absolutely.
Atlanta, win.
Yeah. Chargers, that's a loss. I like the Chargers. They did lose Rashawn Slater. but I think that their defense is solid. They're well coached.
I'll put a loss down for you. I think it's a win.
Okay, so 3-2 for me.
Yeah, I got them
5-0. Okay, Chicago. I think they beat Chicago.
Win.
Yeah, so 4-2 for me.
All right.
Dallas, they beat Dallas at Dallas, 5-2.
At Dallas?
At Dallas.
They lose.
You think they lose? Okay.
Yeah, they always flip flop.
Okay, I'll give them a loss there.
I mean, I really think, to be honest, if I'm being really honest with myself, they're going to sweep the Cowboys. All right, I'm taking the loss off. All right, guys.
Okay, so yeah, 4-2 for me. So beating the
I'm
Cowboys.
6-0 right now. So you got 4-2.
Yeah.
No, you're 5-2.
5-2. No, yeah, 5-2.
No, you're
5-2. 5-2. Yeah.
Yeah, 5-2, and I'm 6-0. All right.
Yeah. No, you have to be 7 because Dallas is week 7.
Yeah, you're right.
So you're 7.
Oh wait, no, did I give them a loss?
I don't think so.
Damn, I might have to chill out. All right. So then we go on to
Kansas City. Kansas City on Monday night.
Yep.
They're just a young team compared to a veteran team like the Chiefs.
Seattle.
So 5-3 for me. I think they beat Seattle. I'll give them that 6-3.
I think that's at home though. Yeah, they win.
Yeah. So what, 6-3 for me?
Yeah. All right, Detroit. They going to lose.
They're going to lose to Detroit. Yeah, 6-4.
Yeah, it's a redemption game. We're gonna fuck them up. And if we're still healthy, not a chance.
Yeah.
All right.
It is in DC, so we'll see. But yeah, no,
I'll be there. I will be there, and I will be screaming, and there'll be a lot of mad Commanders fans.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so I'm at 6-4.
Miami's a win.
What are you at?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I am at 9-2.
Why am I at 6-4 then?
I don't know. Maybe you can't count.
Yeah, I can because we just did Detroit, which is week 10. So I'm at 6-4, and you're at what?
9-2.
So you're at 11. So what, do you have them beating Miami then? Maybe okay, so yeah. Okay, so 8-4 then for me. Denver, you think they lose?
Yeah, I think they lose that one.
Okay, I can see that. So 7-5 for me.
Yeah.
Okay, at Minnesota.
That's 7-6.
I think that's going to be a loss. I think that by that point in the season, we're going to know if JJ McCarthy's the real deal, and he looks like it so far. So I'm going 7-6 right now.
All right, I'm gonna give them a loss too.
Okay.
Gotta have a little losing streak going on.
Yep. They're gonna beat New York. In New York.
New York's a win.
Yeah, they suck. So I'm not. Yeah, I think they're really bad. They're gonna lose to Philadelphia. I think Philadelphia's just a powerhouse.
Well,
at least that first game.
They're going to split it with them.
Okay, so I agree. I think they're going to split too. I think they take it in DC, so that actually puts them to 9-6.
Right. Okay, and I'm 10 in
15 games, so 9-6. Yeah, 9-6.
I'm 10-5.
9-6 for me. Beat Dallas, so 10-6 for me.
I'll count it in a second. Don't worry about it.
And then at Philadelphia, I got 10-7. That's a loss. Yeah, so I got 10-7.
I got 11-6.
Okay, yeah, I mean 10-7, 11-6. I think that's reasonable because I think that they're a good team, but they're young, and I think that they have a tough schedule. Honestly, they're going up against a lot of teams that are veteran teams that have been there before, you know what I mean? And I think that's going to be their biggest weakness. They still got to get their lumps. We just expect these young players to come in and just take over, and not everybody's going to do that. Patrick Mahomes did, but he was also set up better than any other quarterback in NFL history.
Probably. I think I said they'd lose to the Chargers.
Yeah,
I'm taking that back. Right, so I'm making them 12-6 or 12-5.
I think that I had them beating the Chargers or losing to the Chargers.
So I'm going 12-5. They're going to be right there with the Eagles. I think it's going to it might come down to the last game.
Yeah, it might.
Or it might be coming to some sort of crazy tiebreaker.
Yeah. So we talked about who they missed. But what's a player that you think is going to really make or break this team? Obviously Jaden Daniels, that's a big part of it. Really, I think Terry McLaurin, if he gets traded. That's going to be a big part of it. Besides that, like I think Laremy Tunsil proven that he's still a good tackle.
What's the running back they drafted? Shit.
Is it Casimir Allen? Jeremy? No, it's not Jeremy McNichol. Who did they draft here? Let's see. I'm getting pulled up right here.
Yeah. Okay. Speedster.
Is that what he is?
Yeah. Yeah. Because they got B-Rob and they got him, and I like that because that's what they needed. Now they got a 1-2.
Okay. They have any?
I think it's that guy. I'm trying to think now.
Grades. He doesn't have any grades or anything like that.
It might be Merritt.
Yeah, that's the guy they drafted. Merritt.
No, there's another one. Casimir Allen.
He must be a free agent then.
No, never mind. I don't know.
Because they only drafted one. They drafted Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt in the 7th round out of Arizona. It doesn't show that they drafted anyone else.
That's it. That's him.
Okay. Speedster guy?
Yeah, I think he can make a big difference.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, they're set up. They got some pieces there, but I just think that they're just a young team. Yeah, I like Trey Amos a lot. I think they're just a young team, and I think they're building this team still. And I think that there's going to be some regression. You know, we used to talk about the sophomore slump all the time, and now we see these guys come in their rookie year and they do good, and we just automatically think they're going to take their second year by storm and be like all pros. Like, it takes time. Like, not everybody's going to come in and do amazing things. That's why Patrick Mahomes got a $500 million contract, because he came in and he did do it. Like, he proved that he could do it. He was an MVP and took his team to the Super Bowl.
I think Jade Daniels does it.
I think Jade Daniels has the opportunity and has the potential to. But at this point, like, I'm going to say there's going to be a sophomore slump until he shows that there's not. Nothing against him. I think that if anyone's set up better than him, there's no one better than him that's set up better. He has a great quarterback-friendly coach, offensive coordinator. I mean, the system he puts in, again, it's going to be on Terry McLaurin, and if he stays.
Yeah, I think he's the biggest. I think he could be one of the biggest factors. Yep.
Yeah, I was actually going to use him as my hidden gem guy. I think that he's the guy
that's my hidden gem. Really, he's not really hidden though. People know who he is.
Yeah, I mean, he came from Michigan. I knew he was a good cornerback there.
Yeah, well, he played pretty good last year.
Yeah, solid grades. Nothing amazing.
Yeah, but I mean, he played out of position. Like, that's not his normal position.
Yeah, well, and he's young too. You know, like what it says right here. He's only 24, almost 25. Like, dude's still a kid. Like, he'll be fine. So yeah, no, I agree. I think he's my hidden gem.
Yeah, he's mine too.
And then for the NFC game to watch, I don't know, man. There's a lot of them here. I think the Eagles games are going to be to watch. Your game, again, like, dude, I mean, your guys' team, your games are going to be just like must-see TV. Any team that's top team,
we have a hard schedule, I swear.
Yeah, you do.
We got all good games. Like, every single one. We're not going to have as good a record as you did last year.
Yeah, so yeah, you guys and then Philadelphia, I think, are probably the two that I'm like most looking forward to against them. I'm curious to how they do against Green Bay. I think that's going to be a big, like, that's going to tell how the season's going to go for Green Bay and for Washington. Like, if Washington comes out and plays really well, like, I think that, like, you know, they're taking a good step forward. And if Green Bay comes out and just kind of crushes them, it's like, okay, like, you know, that's kind of who we thought they were. They're a young team. Green Bay is a little bit older team. They've been together for a few years, like stuff like that.
Green Bay's not going to be whatever. I'm telling you.
I know you're low on them.
Like, unless JJ McCarthy's good.
Yeah.
I mean, the NFC North is going to get swept again. I'm just saying.
All right. Well, so now to rank Jaden Daniels, where are we going to put Jaden Daniels as the NFC quarterback ranking?
Top 7.
Top 7. Okay. I don't really disagree with that. I think he's somewhere in the top 7, top 10 minimum, you know, like
he could be top 5.
Yeah. I mean, he could be top 5. I think he has that.
He's the only rookie that really, like, I don't really have a bunch of questions about. It's really just like, can you do it again? Because you did phenomenal. Can
you do it now that they have tape on you is the biggest thing. If you can do it now that they have tape on you, that's a big thing.
Yes, I agree. But yeah, I mean, he's definitely top 7 in the NFC.
I disagree. I think that's a good place for him.
He's probably top 15 in the NFL.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think top 15, top 20 for sure. Top 20, no doubt. Top 15, definitely. I think so.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah. So, I'm not going to put him where I think he is. I'm just going to leave it at that. Top 7, whatever order you want to put it in, but top 7.
Yeah, don't disagree. All right, now to move on to probably one of the most controversial teams that we're going to do here is the Dallas Cowboys. This team is just such a weird team. They're just such a hard team to figure out because like every year I feel like they just kind of have the same people and they just kind of do the same thing. Like they come out and they have these games where it's like Dak looks really good. The offense looks like it's clicking. CeeDee Lamb has, 7 catches for 130 yards and 2 touchdowns. But then the next 3 games, it's like
and there's
Dak threw for 230 yards. CeeDee Lamb had 2 catches for 15 yards and a drop. And then the running game had averaged 75 yards a game. Like the offense just has these moments where it just falls apart completely. And I don't know, Dak just has these moments where he just falls apart completely, I feel like. And Brian Schottenheimer is the offensive coordinator who's behind that. So I don't know, is it Schottenheimer and now he's the head coach? And is he going to be worse? Is it going to be worse now? Is it going to be better now that Schottenheimer is not necessarily all over the offense? I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
Oh, where do I start?
Are they going to pay Mika? Are they going to trade him?
I don't know. You never know you see all that shit online. You don't really know what's true and what's not because Dallas is just such a big market and it just gets blown up.
Anything that they do, they sneeze and they're like, oh my God, he sneezed and threw it on Jerry Jones.
Yeah, oh my God. Did you see that? Jerry Jones was talking to him and he coughed.
Yeah, exactly. That means that he said fuck you. It's just
exactly. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
I know that my least favorite teams in the NFL.
Yeah.
For sure.
Most people. A lot of people hate this team.
Yeah, I hate them. I don't know. But I really do. I mean, I feel like they've had some good teams.
Yeah, they have. They can just never seem to put it together when it matters.
Yeah, they probably need to get rid of Jerry Jones.
He needs to just stop being the GM. Let someone else that knows
let somebody else do it.
Yeah, you're obviously getting fucked up here because you
can still be involved, but
but not. You don't need to be the number one guy. You don't need to be the one that's taking control of all this stuff and doing everything.
No,
just chill.
No, yeah. I mean, so Dak. I think Dak's actually pretty decent. I just think they got another Tony Romo. He's gonna get you where you want to go and never finish it. But that's just Cowboys for you. Period. They love to get there. I mean, don't get me wrong; they had their runs, but in this era, they just, they just don't get it done. And
I agree.
I think they're actually probably the worst off they've been in a long time.
I agree.
They did finally bring in another wide receiver. To help out Lamb. I don't know that he's a good receiver.
Pickens has his moments. He is
he's got an attitude
receiver.
problem, which is what they don't need in Dallas.
No, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Let's keep taking the bad boys, I think the only one who really made it out of there was Terrell Owens. I mean, when he was there. Anyways, but so they brought in that's really good because Lamb's been doing this thing by himself forever.
Yeah.
They don't really have a running game.
No.
They got rid of their good running backs, let them all walk.
I mean, we re-signed Rico. We signed Rico Dowdle, who was 1,000-yard rusher for them last year.
They always do that. They always let their good running backs walk.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, and then you bring Zeke back, and he's just a shell of himself. That was the stupidest thing that you could do is bring him back. He's not going to be worth anything. Jerry just made a lot of really bad decisions over the last 4 or 5 years. I understand you got to pay Dak, but paying him as the highest paid quarterback in NFL history is insane. He's a solid quarterback. Don't get me wrong. He's not bad. He's throwing for over 4,000 yards. He has his moments where he looks like an MVP candidate, but he can just never seem to put it together. The team just seems to crumble at the very end when they need to really put their shit together. They just can't seem to do it.
Yeah, it's like they almost always get there at building a good team, and then it all falls.
Yeah, and then they lose someone to free agency or something like that, or whatever.
Just as they're starting to be all right, one more year, and we're gonna be where are we ready to go?
Well, it's they overpay someone else, and so they don't have money to go and get the next person.
Yeah,
and it's they don't have money to go and get that.
That all that tells me is the type of quality of player that they are drafting.
Yeah,
they're drafting talent, but they're not drafting football players.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For instance, like Micah Parsons demanding money already.
I mean, but he needs to get paid. He's gonna want to get paid. He didn't want to get paid as the number one guy. Like he said that he wanted to just negotiate early and get his contract out of the way.
Yeah,
and
but
like he would have been the highest paid guy for like a week or whatever. But that's just how the NFL goes. Like you're just gonna get no matter what he signs for, it's gonna get jumped right away.
Yeah, but that's where like there's two things there. One, it tells you how the organization is. Like they should have already been in talks with him. They should never go out to the media. Like you don't hear Aiden Hutchinson out there like, I want a deal right now.
Well, but he's only talking about it now because they haven't been calling him back. Like Jerry Jones has been ghosting his agent. Like Stephen Jones has been ghosting his agent. They're just not like engaging with anything. And he wants to stay there, but like if they're not going to talk to him, then like fuck you guys. Like he's going to finish his contract out, and he's going to exactly. And then like trying to get like a handshake deal with him done is like in the back room. Did you see that? Like supposedly like Jerry Jones tried to get like a deal, like he like talked to him in like the like hallway or something like that about a contract, and Mika was like, sure, like that sounds like good, but you should talk to my agent. He's like, okay. And then he didn't talk to his agent, and then his agent like went up to Jerry Jones and was like, yeah, so like what's going on? He's like, oh yeah, I thought we had a deal, and like said that like this is this, and he was like, no, like we never agreed to anything. And he did that shit with Dak too. Like there's been reports that he did the same kind of stuff with Dak, and Dak was like, no, like the only thing he said was talk to my agent. He just refused to like answer anything. So like I don't know, it's shady. And people aren't going to want to sign with you if you're going to be shady like that and try and just like do like little backroom like contract.
The old school.
And that's okay, but like you gotta come to a point where like you have old school, but you have like the new age guys, because you're gonna fall behind. And maybe that's what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, if he really took care of his players, they probably would do stuff like that. But like,
I think that Jerry Jones is too entitled to the fact that like you're a Dallas Cowboy, and that means something, because like they are a respected team. Everybody knows who the Dallas Cowboys are, whether they're a good team or not. They do know who the Cowboys are. They're one of those teams that's just like iconic, like the Yankees, like the Lakers. It's the Cowboys. So, they have that going for him. But he's like almost like, that's how I pay you. I pay you because I exist and I am the owner of the Cowboys and you are a Cowboy. And that's just not cool. Like they deserve their like. I don't think Dak deserved the money he got, but Mika, he absolutely deserves to be one of the highest.
Yeah, he's a dog.
He's a monster. He is a centerpiece defensive players. And if you lose him, you are a moron. If you are losing that caliber player who you drafted, you hit on this guy in the draft, and you're just gonna be like, "No, we're not gonna pay you, bro." Like what?
Yeah. No, I agree.
Crazy.
Yeah, I agree. I just think they fall apart. They just fall short every year.
Every year. They're like the reverse. They're like the reverse Steelers. The Steelers go 9-8 every year, make the playoffs, either get a wild card win or lose in the wild card, and just rinse and repeat. They never have a losing season. Tomlin just wins in every season, and then they make the playoffs. But the Cowboys are the opposite. They win, they start out hot. Everyone's like, man, look at the Cowboys, and then they just fall apart and they miss the playoffs.
Yeah,
or they might make it to a wild card or something and lose.
I mean, I guess they made it with Dak at least once.
Yeah, once.
But
not great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so let's see.
Tony Romo made it more than he did.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Let me pull up this team here. Yeah, Tony Romo was a pretty solid quarterback for them. Let's see. Who did they? And they didn't add anything either. They added Dante Fowler, who's 31 and hasn't really been a great edge rusher. They added Javonte Williams.
They didn't have any money.
Yeah, well, exactly. And they added Osa Iduhizwa, 26, almost 27. He's a pretty solid D-line ad. Robert Jones, decent lineman ad. But, like, you lost Brandon Cooks, so you lost a decent receiver. You lost Chauncey Golden, who's 27. You lost DeMarcus Lawrence, who was a longtime piece on your defense, and it was kind of a centerpiece. You lost a good cornerback, Jordan Lewis. You lost Rico Dowdle, like I said, who was a good running back. Like, you lost some good pieces, and you only added a couple, like, meh guys. And, I mean, the draft, like, they got Tyler Booker is a good offensive guard. He's going to be good. Donovan Nzeriku, good edge rusher. Siobhan Bell, good cornerback. Like, they actually got some good guys. Jaden Blue is supposed to be a really good running back out of Texas, one of those other Texas running backs. I don't know much about Shamar James or the other guys that they have in this, but, like, you know, they got some pieces there in the draft. Like, they're good on doing that, but they just never put it together.
They just can't keep the players they draft.
No, they can't. They won't. I don't know if they can't. They won't. I don't know what it is, but
I don't know what it is. They're not good with their money.
Yeah. Well, it's just because Jerry Jones is in charge of everything, and he's just an idiot. Needs to retire. All right, let's get to the schedule for them then.
Yeah, pull that thing up. It's not going to be good, guys. That's all I'm telling
you. Yeah, I mean, we got to be really.
I'm not a Cowboys fan by any means.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. We got to be a little bit more realistic here. Okay, so
I mean, I got a picture of when they told us when we beat y'all, but they told us that we didn't check in with the ref. Yeah, that's the kind of shit that happens in Dallas, and I don't like Dallas. I do like Texas. All right. Anyways, stop.
So at Philadelphia, week 1, they're going to lose that. We already talked about that. Yeah. Giants in Dallas. I'll give them the win there because I think the Giants are. Chicago at Chicago. I don't know.
I mean, they should beat them.
They should beat them, so we'll give them the win there. 2-1.
Yeah.
Versus Green Bay in Dallas. I think they lose that game. 2-2.
Yeah, I think Green Bay beats them.
The Jets. I think they beat the Jets just because, again, young first-time coaching staff.
I think
Justin Fields. We'll see.
New York gives it to them. Yeah, I think New York gives it to them.
Okay. I mean, I don't really disagree with that. I'm just going to give it. Well, actually, you know what? I forget that Dallas has a whole new coaching staff. So, yeah, I'm going to go with a loss there, too, to the Jets.
I think that defense, dude, I'm telling you. Because I don't think Jets' defense steps back too much. I think it gets better, especially with Aaron Glenn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
so 2-3 for me. 2-3 for both of us. Okay. Carolina, that's a loss. So 2-4.
All right.
I think that we have a good system in place. I think that we can stop the run, which is going to just make it so that they can't pass the ball.
But they don't have the run game. I don't think that they need.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think they have the run game either. So,
Washington, they lose.
They lose to that. So 2-5. Denver, they lose 2-6. This is going to be easy. This is going to be quick. Arizona, I don't know. I can see them beating I'm kind of mixed on Arizona. Like,
Monday
I feel
night,
like they're meh.
They'll do good on Monday night.
Oh, it's Monday night? Okay, so yeah, okay, we'll give them 3-6. And they're going to be flailing at that point, so they'll get desperate.
Yeah.
3-6. Then they got the bye week. Then they got...
They beat Las Vegas.
So 3-6, so 4-7 then. Or 4-6, I mean. 4-6. Yeah, because that's 10 games. Okay, yeah. And then lose to Philadelphia, so 4-7. Yeah. Lose to Kansas City, 4-8. Lose to Detroit, 4-9. Lose to Minnesota, 4-10. Lose to Los Angeles?
Nah, we gotta give them a win in there.
Okay, so 5-10.
Yeah, and then they lose to Washington.
They lose to Washington.
Although I think I split it, but they definitely
5-11. No, I don't think they split it. I think Dallas is going to be a bad team. 5-11, and then they beat New York at New York. Lose to New York and New York.
6-11 is what we're predicting.
6-11. I wouldn't be surprised, dude. Wouldn't be surprised.
I feel bad for Cowboys fans.
Yeah.
Almost. If I'm right.
Well, we'll see.
They're going to be bad.
They are going to be bad. I mean, give me a player you think that can, like, change the team. Though, like, if this person works out, they're going to be a good team. Like, give me someone that you can kind of, like, pull up off the top of your head real quick, or, like, look up on the.
All right, so
Turd Ferguson, Tyler Ferguson, Jake Ferguson.
No, either Blue, the running back.
Jaden Blue, yeah, okay, I can see that. Yep.
Or damn it, I'm blanking on his name. The wide receiver,
George Pickens.
Yes, George Pickens, and then so I feel like if they were to play, both of them play really good.
Yeah.
I think you could have, maybe like 3 more wins.
I agree. I think Pickens doing good and Jaden Blue turning out to be a good running back.
Yeah, maybe go 500. Yeah,
cool.
But I don't think they're going to be good.
Yeah. I mean, is there anyone you think is like a hidden gem? Anyone that's like, this guy is a beast and people need to watch out for him? Like, I feel like everybody's pretty well known and then they just have a bunch of nobodies.
Maybe they got a tight end I don't know about. They usually have pretty good tight ends.
Yeah, I mean, Jake Ferguson, he's their tight end right now. They just signed him to an extension. He's pretty solid. The receivers we kind of know. Yeah, there's not really one I think that's like hidden that we're going to be like, oh man, this guy's going to come in and he's going to do great.
Like I said, Blue or Pickens, if they can do their job, then CeeDee Lamb can have a hell of a year and still lose.
Any game that you're like really excited to watch for this in the NFC against them?
I mean, I'm ready to watch them play my team and we'll stomp them. But other than that,
who do you think is like a good matchup for them, like rivalry wise? Like you think? I mean,
the Commanders for sure.
Yeah, I think that's probably like their best chance.
Like,
you think?
No matter what, it's going to be close. Like that game's always close. I've been to a bunch of them. I mean, they're always close. That I think Philly might be that way too. It's a rivalry game. They have good
rivalry games are hard. Yeah, they're different than normal games. I don't disagree.
I don't think the Giants. I don't know. Giants might be okay.
Yeah. All right, then let's rank Dak. Where's Dak at in the NFC quarterback list? Is he top 10?
He's top 7. He's top 7.
Top 7? Okay. Yeah, I think top 10 is probably close in my opinion. I think that he puts up stats, but again, we talked about how stats don't matter so much for Jalen Hurts. I think it's the same thing for Dak. He puts up a lot of stats, but sometimes it's not the best. Jameis Winston had a 30-30 season, which is the first one in NFL history, but it was 30 interceptions and 30 touchdowns. No one's ever done that. And so, he also threw for 5,000 yards and led the NFL that season in passing yards. He was just out there a lot. So just because you have great stats doesn't mean you're that good. So I don't know. I mean, Dak might not be that good. I think top 10 is probably closer.
I think he's consistently done those numbers. So you can't consistently do them numbers and be bad.
Fair enough. He's just not like elite. He's just not great.
No, he's not. He's not elite. But like we're not talking about a ton of quarterbacks in the NFC anyway.
Yeah.
There's a lot more in the AFC.
Yeah. All right. So top 7 for you, top 10 for me. Close enough. And let's round out the NFC East here with the bottom dwellers, the New York Giants. Really, this team is just kind of like on the hot seat. Brian Daboll is on the hot seat.
This is it. Yeah.
Yeah, if they don't do good, if they don't at least turn around. I mean, they only got 3 wins last year. If they don't turn around and do a little bit better, it's going to be the end of that.
Yeah, but they got some bright spots.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's definitely bright spots. There's bright spots on every team. The Giants have, a great young receiver in Malik Neighbors. He's great. I really like Cam Scatbo. I like Tyrone Tracy. Russell Wilson is at least a competent quarterback, I guess, over Daniel Jones. Their offensive line is okay.
They're no more.
No, that's what I'm saying. Russell Wilson is competent over him.
Yeah,
but they don't have like anyone else like on offense that really like blows me away. Their Theo Johnson is their tight end, and he's kind of a nobody. Ranked 60 out of 74. So like Malik's great, Darius Slayton's solid, Wan'Dale Robinson. Like they have like little pieces, but like they're not like great pieces. I think Tyrone Tracy and Cam Scatterbo, the 2 running backs, are going to be a great like combo. But like the strength of this team is the defense. Let's be real there. Like Kayvon Thibodeau, Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, and Abdul Carter on the D line right there is probably the nastiest D line we're ever going to see. Like that's just insane. And then, I mean, I raved about this guy when we did our Giants episode, Andrew Phillips. I love him. I think that he's their slot corner, and he's just a monster. And I think that he's going to be like someone they can really hang their hat on and be like, we found this guy, and he's going to be something that like this defense can really like hold it down. But yeah, so like the defense is definitely the strength. The offense sucks. We're going to really see how this offense can do, and Brian Daboll is on the ultimate hot seat.
Oh yeah, this is it.
Yeah, and I don't think that this team is going to be very good, so it might be the end of that era.
Yeah, it might be. I'm trying to think. They drafted another receiver, didn't they?
I believe so. Let me check. Yeah. They did not. No, they drafted
BX Collins.
He might be an undrafted free agent.
Draft year 20. Oh, he's undrafted.
Yeah, I was going to say no. They did.
He's big, 6'3", played for Notre Dame.
Very nice.
But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean their offense does look a little lack.
Yeah, it does. They need to add to it, so we'll see. And let's get the schedule up here. Go over that.
Malik Neighbors is a dog, though.
He's a dog. Absolutely, he's a beast. All right, Washington. That's going to be an L. Dallas. Right, do we have them? Do we have them losing to Dallas? Or we have them beating Dallas? Or we had them losing to Dallas, I think.
Yeah, they lost to Dallas.
Yeah, so 0-2. Kansas City 0-3, Chargers 0-4, Saints think they got a chance there. I'll give them 1-4.
Yeah, I think you got a chance too.
Philadelphia,
Philadelphia's a loss.
no chance, 1-5. Denver, no chance, 1-6. Philadelphia again, no chance, 1-7. San Francisco, I could see it just because they can catch those kind of teams sometimes off guard. But yeah, I'm not going to go with that. So 1-8.
It is at home though. It is at home.
Yeah.
Let's give it to them.
We'll give it to them. Okay, so 2-7.
Yeah.
Shock the world a little bit here. At Chicago,
they might have a shot at Chicago. It just depends how Chicago ends up being.
Yeah, we'll give it to them. So 3-7. Green Bay, that's going to be an L, I think. I don't think they're going to be.
Yeah.
I know you're not high on Green Bay, but they're not good. 3-8. They're not going to beat Detroit. No, 3-9. They're not. I think that they're not going to beat New England at that point. I think New England has a great coach in Vrabel, and he's going to have them ready by week 13. So 3-10. It's not looking good, guys. Into the bye week, Washington in New York, 3-10.
Nope.
No, you think they still lose that one? It's 3-11.
Yep.
Minnesota, I think they lose that one. 3-12. I think they beat Vegas just because I think the Vegas is going to be okay, but I don't think they're going to be that.
Yeah.
So 4-12.
Do they beat Dallas at home?
New York
at home. What did we just say on the last one?
I don't know. I can't remember. I think
whatever I said, I take it back. I'm pretty sure I think they actually beat Dallas.
I think they beat Dallas too. So 5-12. I think that's the same record we had for Dallas. So they're going to be just as bad. Okay, well,
all right.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
And Dallas might get one more win, or one more loss.
Yeah, it's going to be like 1 or 2 off. What do you think about make or break players for this team? What do you?
You there?
Yep, I'm here.
I don't know what happened.
I actually leave studio instead of seeing my screen.
But anyway, back to what we were saying.
Anyway, I can't remember where I was at. But yeah, I think that, as far as a player that's going to make or break this team, I think it's really going to come down to the quarterback position just as a whole. I don't think there's necessarily one player. It's just going to be who they have there. If it's Russell Wilson, if he still has been left in the tank,
if
Jackson Dart overtakes him. I don't disagree. I think Jackson Dart is good, and I think that
if Jackson Dart comes out and starts playing good.
Yeah, well, and that could buy it could buy Dable one more year. It could buy the head coach one more year.
If Malik Neighbors did. Dude, Malik Neighbors
he's legit.
One of the best. He's one of the best receivers in the league. I'll say that.
He's great. I love him.
I mean, if he can get open and Jackson can put it where it needs to be, I mean, they can win.
Jackson
they could
throws
go
a great deep ball.
5-12 to 8-8.
Well, you can't go 8-9.
8-9 or 9-8. I mean, I really think that.
Yeah, I think they have a decent ceiling. I think 9-8 is probably the ceiling. I don't think there's anything better than that. I think that's an extra 4 wins.
No.
So I don't think there's much better that they would be able to do than that. That's getting lucky a couple times, maybe stealing a last second field goal win or something like that against a good team that you just kind of fought against. It's going to take some luck for them to pull out something like that, but it could happen. So yeah, I think the quarterback is my biggest position that I'm it's going to make or break this team.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
As far as emerging stars and hidden gems, again, I'm going with my boy Andrew Phillips, slot corner for them. I loved him when we did our whole episode on him. He was the 8th ranked cornerback as a rookie. He's going into his 2nd season now, so that's awesome. He's just going to grow from there, and I think that he has a good run defense. He has a good coverage defense. He's a good, solid, and with that D line you have, I think that he can really take advantage of that. He can be one of those guys that takes a couple to the house. So that's my hidden gem guy that's going to fly under the radar just because the Giants suck. But he's going to be gone probably after his rookie contract anyway because they don't sign anyone either. Saquon, we're looking at you.
Yeah, right. Think about how good they could have been.
I know, right? And as far as an NFC matchup that I want to watch, I don't know. There's not really any game that I'm oh man, I'm excited for the Giants. They're not that exciting team. I guess I'd have to say maybe a Washington game.
I would say, yeah, I think
they're both going to be bad.
Exciting.
Yeah, they're both going to be bad, so they can definitely.
Yeah, they play on a Monday night, don't they?
No, they play their last game of the season against Dallas and their 2nd game.
Yeah, isn't it a night game or something?
No, they're both one of them's 10 and one of them's to be determined.
Well,
the only night game they have is they have a Thursday night game against Philadelphia in Dallas.
I mean, maybe New York gives,
and they have a Sunday night game against Kansas City.
Maybe they give us a run for their money.
Yeah, I think they're going to pull one out here and there. Like they're going to have some good games, but like I don't know,
going to give somebody a hard time.
Yeah, I think that maybe Dallas is probably like my okay, like they could probably pull this one out. So with that, I'll say Dallas is probably the team that I could see them clashing with.
Oh yeah.
So cool, and we got that. And let's see here. So quarterbacks, it's kind of hard to rank the quarterbacks here because like technically Russell Wilson is like the starter right now. But like we do think it's going to be Jackson Dart. So I think that we decided though, like he's just going to go at the bottom. Like he's just bottom 5 because we don't know what he's going to be. Right?
I think he's. Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, he's probably like he's not bottom 3.
Yeah, I think he's probably like the top part of that bottom 5.
Yeah, I agree.
I like Jackson Dart a lot. I think that he has a lot of potential. I think that as long as he sits and is groomed the right way, he has 2 really good mentors in Russell Wilson, who won Super Bowls. Like, let's not forget, or won a Super Bowl. Like, let's not forget he won a Super Bowl and played in multiple. Like, Russell Wilson was a great quarterback for a period of time. And Jameis Winston, who's a great career backup and was a number 1 overall pick. Like, people forget that too. So, let's give them their flowers there a little bit, and like he can be a good quarterback because he has good support with him. So hopefully they don't send him out there too early, but we'll see.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, hopefully they take their time with him, but I think I'll still say this. I said it before. He's going to end up being the best quarterback drafted.
Yeah, you did say that, and I don't really disagree. I like Cam Ward, but I think Jackson Dart has a really high ceiling too.
Better than Cam Ward.
I think Jackson Dart is kind of like a similar prospect to Josh Allen. They're not the same kind of player, but like I just get that same kind of feeling about him. He's scrappy and he's going to work hard to like be a better player. Like, and not that like Cam Ward isn't going to work hard. Like I know that guy's going to work hard, but like I think that there's just a difference in the two.
Yeah, I think there is a difference.
So we'll see. I don't know. I'm very curious to see what happens with the Giants just in general.
It'll be interesting. Like I said, they could be a lot better than we predicted.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Well, that's going to finish it up for this section of it. We're just going to cover half because this takes so long for us to do. The next week, we're going to cover the other half. We're going to cover the NFC North. We're going to start off with my boys, Detroit Lions here. Detroit, as
the Motor City, baby.
Eminem says in Happy Gilmore 2. Did you see that? You watched Happy Gilmore 2?
No, yeah, that was good.
He's like, oh, yeah. Detroit getting eaten by crocodiles, and he just says that. It's great. Yeah, so we're going to start off with Detroit, go through the rest of the NFC North, then we'll get to the NFC West and finish off with that. So make sure you check out everything on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, anywhere else you get your podcast, you can find us. So make sure you subscribe, give us a like, give us a comment. I'm going to try and post some more engaging content that's actually going to get you guys to say something to us, because until then, we are the greatest football analysis podcasters of all time, because no one has challenged us at all.
Yeah,
not even once.
TV deal.
Yeah, like at this point we should be calling ESPN and be like, look, we've been giving all these takes and no one's telling us we're wrong. Like we keep asking and no one's saying shit. So I don't know. We'll figure something out. But make sure you join us back and get your ass back and
get your ass back.
Thanks. Bye.
Deuces.